All right, I got to take a break, and then Rodney's coming in. We'll talk chicks with Rodney. He just married a young one. Oh, boy.
Well, maybe he knows about the shaving habits of those girls.
And Rodney won a pile of dough, remember? We haven't even talked to him about
That's right, from one of those Las Vegas hotels.
He went into some steam room. They burned his eyes or something. I remember reading
Rodney
that.
was out of commission.
Rodney's also made some of the best comedies. He's made a new movie.
Called Meet Wally Sparks.
Yeah. And,
It's been a long time since Rodney has been in the movies.
Yep. He takes time between projects. We'll be back right after these words.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. Eagles. This is the Howard Stern Show.
All right. Hey, can't wait to meet Rodney. A huge fan of Rodney Dangerfield. I think the guy's incredible talent. And Rodney has always been very nice to me, quite frankly.
Yes, he appreciates your talent.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you all about that. But why don't we meet Wally Sparks, Rodney Dangerfield, right now? Yeah. Hey, what is that? That sounds good.
Skinny Puppy.
Skinny Puppy? I have to buy that album based on that little clip. And here's the man himself, Rodney Dangerfield. Look at you. Beautiful. You're a sight for sore eyes, I'll tell you that, my friend.
Rodney
Beautiful.
got dressed for the show.
Hey, Rodney, you got dressed for the show. All right. You got all dressed up. I admire a man.
Combed his hair.
I admire a man who dresses well. We'll give Rodney a second to sit down. Rodney, we're on TV, too, in case someone tells you.
TV, too.
Yeah.
All right. I do a lot of television work. Last week I fixed 4 sets.
Rodney, let me just look at you for a second. You don't have to say anything. Let me look at you. You're a legend to me. You're a legend to me. I got to look you over. I got to look at you. God bless you.
I'm a legend. This is what a legend looks like?
Yeah, I can't believe that's what a legend looks like.
I can't believe it.
I think a legend would have dressed up a little. So, anyway, you look fantastic. Did you have any face work done?
Early, I'll tell you that, boy. The only time I get up this early is when there's sex involved.
Right. Did you have any face work done? I mean, you look younger than ever.
No face work at all.
Really? You didn't go Hollywood on us?
I didn't do nothing.
No skin peels?
I didn't go Hollywood.
You didn't? You didn't get a skin peel? You didn't get anything like this? Nothing like this?
Nothing. That's the way I am.
And, you're an amazing man because you have the vitality of a 20-year-old. I really mean this. Rodney still masturbates twice a day. Is that true?
You know about that.
I read a book. So
I've increased it since then.
Really? You've increased it?
You should know who I think of.
Who would that be?
Oh, the nicest guys in the world.
Really? You've really changed. I can't believe it.
I'll tell you.
Rodney.
But I want to straighten out one thing, though.
Yes.
I want to just tell you that I hear you talking all the time that my private part, unfortunately, is smaller than your private part.
How would you know that?
How would I know that? Don't you remember?
Are you serious? You're being serious? Your penis was always very small?
Very, very small, yes.
And you've never admitted that on any other show.
But with you, I can be myself.
Right.
Talk about the truth. You know
and you've been with many beautiful women. Rodney was always, he was a married man for many years.
Yes,
right?
And left show business.
And left show business and everything for his family. I mean, it was admirable, and you always stuck with your wife. But then when your wife was gone, you could go out and party, right?
Yeah, we had a domestic situation that was rather unusual.
Really?
And different. She was ill, my wife.
Yeah, right.
So it wasn't
right.
quite right.
Right.
But
but I mean, what I'm saying is that then after your wife died, you were able to go out and date because you were famous and you were.
How long did you wait?
Right.
When she was alive, I could do that.
Oh, you could?
Sure.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, wow, what a life.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, because she was ill, you were allowed to date. Oh.
Whatever it was, you know what I mean?
I envy your life.
You do? Huh?
Yeah, I surely do.
I got it made, haven't I?
I was shocked when you got married, actually, because believe it or not, Rodney being a Hollywood star.
He was a player.
You were a player.
A player?
Yeah, you were a player. I mean,
what did I play?
Come on, women. You were pretty good with the ladies. It wasn't like
no ladies, man.
Yes, you are. Come on, are you kidding?
You tried to be.
I used to say with girls I can hold my own, which is usually what they tell me to do. So
I saw a picture of your beautiful new bride.
Yeah, she's nice.
Oh my God.
She's Mormon from Utah.
Is that right?
Mormon, right. And I'm very happy with her.
You are?
In fact, next week I'm marrying her sister.
You're allowed to do that when you're a Mormon.
I got my eye on her brother, too.
But, Rodney, seriously, before we talk about the movie, your personal...
No problem with the movie.
Yeah, but I want to talk to you about it. But your personal life is really going unbelievably well in the sense that you have this beautiful wife. I saw a picture of her.
She's been married for a little while now.
Yeah, I know. And I mean,
3 years.
She's totally hot. She was like some flower lady or something.
Yeah,
she owns a flower
shop.
That's where I met her.
That's
she
beautiful.
owns a flower shop in Santa Monica. About 12 years ago she had that. Still in that business. And I walked by and I noticed on her forehead she had a sign that said, I'm easy, I'm easy, I'm easy.
And you went for it.
Hey, that's for me, you know.
Was she difficult to get, actually? She probably was.
Snap.
Really?
Snap.
Spread those legs in 2 seconds.
Well, not that, but
right.
It was easy to get to know. Good, huh? She said, so far, not far enough. That's what happened to me.
Really?
You know what I mean?
She was shocked that you were so small.
That's right.
Right.
In fact, that was with a hooker. I dropped my pants. She dropped her price. I'm telling you where it's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. You tell the truth the way it is.
I went to a nude beach. They told me to park in the handicap section. For crying out loud.
She saw what it was doing down there.
These are the jokes.
You couldn't believe it. So, you got 1 million of them. No, but I'm being serious. If you really truly do have a small penis, which I don't believe.
The thing is, when you say I'm being serious,
yes.
That's the funniest thing.
I know, because you can't believe it. No, but you being serious about the size of your penis? Because it's embarrassing when
I lie about something as sensitive and as close as that.
Of course you would. Yeah, I bet you're big. No, I bet you he's really big. I'm telling you.
Well, yes.
Yeah, you are big. You are big. I knew it. You're one of the biggest in show business.
That's right. In fact, the doctor, when I was sick, the doctor told me not to lift anything over 10 pounds.
Right.
And for weeks, and I could never take a leak.
Right.
And so
that's how bad it was.
That's how, yes. Right.
But Rodney,
I have big dick jokes, small dick jokes.
Right. This is truly a great story. All right? I'm going to lather up your ass right now because this is good. So I did the Tonight Show, like, I don't know, this is about 2 or 3 years ago or something. The first time I'd ever done the Tonight Show, okay, you know, with Jay Leno. And I had done it. I thought I had done a good job, but you know, people tell you do a good job, but you don't know. They're kissing your ass all the time. You never know if someone's telling you the truth. Anyway, so I'm sitting at home, and I don't know how Rodney got my own phone number or what, but all of a sudden, my assistant Laura says, Rodney Dangerfield's on the phone. So I start like getting like, what? You know, because this is pretty exciting. I mean, I idolize Rodney. Rodney knows that.
And you're at home.
Yeah, I mean, Rodney's made some of the best films ever. And, I mean, when I used to watch even do stand-up and everything as a kid growing up, I mean, I'd just be blown out, you know, because Rodney's the man. So all of a sudden I go, well, I said, first of all, it's a goof. It's not Rodney Dangerfield. It's probably some jackass who's doing a Rodney Dangerfield impression. He's going to tape it and make me look like stupid. You know what I mean? So, she goes, no, I think it's really Rodney Dangerfield. I said, get the number, call back, and check with his people that it's really Rodney. So we go through the whole check. It's Rodney. So I get on the phone, and Rodney says, look, he says, no one in our business ever compliments anybody else. He says, I'm at the point in my life where I can compliment whoever I want because I don't have to be jealous. Yeah. This is exactly what you said to me. I don't have to be jealous or anything. He said, when I was younger, I wouldn't make a call like this. Who could do this? He said, but when I was young, I forget who the comedian was. There was some comedian that called you after you had done a really good job on The Tonight Show or something. Who was that comedian?
Oh, so many called me.
Really? Oh, there were so many. Yeah. But you told me the name of somebody who had called you. I don't remember who it was.
I don't either.
Yeah, but you said, you know, you very rarely got to talk to anyone. No one ever told you if you did a good job or anything like that.
Rodney, do you remember this call?
He probably doesn't. He probably doesn't remember this. You don't remember it, do you?
But it's painting me in a great light.
Right, it is. So I'm sitting there and I'm going, wow, you know, and Rodney goes, look, I just watched you on The Tonight Show. I want to tell you, I really dug what you were doing. I understand what you were doing. It was wild. It was, and plus it was so wild that it was kind of like, sometimes you think like people don't get it or something. You don't know. And Rodney goes, I loved it. I loved everything you did out there, and I just wanted to call and tell you. And I was like, wow.
I remember what you did that night, too, the whole thing. You know what I mean? One thing you said, Jay, how come you tell me never mention Johnny Carter's name around here?
Right.
And he said, I never said that. Oh, you didn't know? I thought you said that. I mean, but you get the shockers in.
Yeah, I kept going at it, and Rodney really appreciated it and just picked up the phone and said it. Now, nobody ever does that. That's why it was like a big gesture, you know? Rodney doesn't have to do that. You don't have to pick up the phone.
You're on the ball there. Man.
I was working good that night, and you dug it, and you gave me a call.
You do the job.
Well, thanks, Rodney. Even I always appreciated you doing that. I really, truly did. It was really.
I want to tell the people about something I'm doing on the Interclub. You have a new site, don't you?
Well, for the movie, they set up a website.
Well, that's great. I have my own site. I was the first one to have one, you know, and I'm doing very well myself. But what I'm doing is, I'm answering the phone on the answering service to anybody who's on the Internet that has a computer. They just hit my thing, Rodney.com. Yeah. Will tell you how to. When film calls up, they get, hi, this is Rodney Dangerfield. They're not home now, but when I do a joke, and people really like it.
You do that?
He does an answering machine message.
So this is it. So if
really?
Wants this, it costs them nothing. Call up, and hit my site, and the site will tell you how to put this message on.
Rodney.com.
Rodney.com. Okay, give them something there.
Really?
That's right.
You're giving that away for free?
For free.
I'm very surprised. probably can charge money for that.
No, I don't. No. They have it for free. Also, anybody wants to go to Vegas, they open it February 8th, you know.
You still do, you don't have to work anymore. I mean, you got millions and millions of dollars, right?
I found out idleness is a devil's workshop.
It is. You want to stay sharp. You want to stay on top of your game.
I can't do nothing, you know. It's horrible.
Really?
I keep busy, that's it, you know.
And you bring the wife with you wherever you go, or you fly solo?
She flies with me.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, that must be a treat.
Well, it's tough at times, you know.
Really?
That's the way it is.
She gets on your nerves sometimes?
No,
I can imagine. But anyway, now listen. Also, let me tell you what Rodney's not here for his health. The movie is opening tomorrow. Meet Wally Sparks.
That's right,
this is your new film.
That's right.
And not only does it open in theaters across the country, Rodney will be making 2 special New York appearances where actually Rodney will perform live doing his stand-up before the screening of the film.
You're kidding.
So literally for the price of a ticket, like $7,
you would see Rodney.
You would see Rodney do a show first, and then you would see the film.
Where's that happening?
Well, I'll tell you.
I'm not doing a whole hour.
I understand.
It's enough to consider it a show.
It's more than they get otherwise.
It's not as much they get in Vegas.
Exactly. But it's enough that they get to see it.
But for nothing, it's a good deal.
Right. You go see a legend. Tomorrow, Friday, January 31st at 7 p.m. in Manhattan at the Sony Lincoln Theater, 68th and Broadway.
That's the Lincoln Square Cinema.
That's right. Saturday, February 1st, 7 p.m. in Manhattan, Sony Lincoln Theater, 68th and Broadway. So Rodney will be there. If you need tickets, you call 212-336-SONY, S-O-N-Y, 212-336-SONY.
That's
Thank you very much, baby. You're dynamite.
Well, wait a second. Don't go so quick. I want to ask you a couple of questions,
I want to
Rodney.
get back to the dick scene. Okay?
Yeah, right. Now, but I want to ask you some serious questions here. Well, I mean, as serious as I can be. So tell everybody, because this is a pretty inspirational story. When you were a young guy, you always wanted to be a comedian or something?
At 15, I was writing jokes.
Right.
To escape from reality.
Yeah. Because reality was bad?
Terrible.
Were your parents horrible?
My father was never home. He was out looking to make other kids.
Right. And he was a womanizer.
You weren't enough for him.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
He saw you and said, I have to make more.
And my mother brought me up all wrong.
She did.
That's right.
Like, what do you mean by wrong? Seriously.
Her values.
Really?
What were her values?
Money.
Well, money, yes, to make money. She wanted me to marry a rich girl and support her.
Right.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so she always said to you, Rodney, I want you to grow up, marry a rich girl.
Her objective was to go marry a rich girl.
Right. Wow. So that put a lot of pressure on you right away. And you said, what kind of values is this? You should marry someone for love.
14, asking girls, how much money do you have?
You couldn't believe it, right?
I couldn't believe it. I went through it.
So your own mother, in a sense, you were mad at. True?
You don't get mad at your mother, you know.
Right. But it was shocking to you.
It's my mother. No,
right, but you recognized that there was something off there.
I saw there's something wrong, yes.
Right. But was she dissatisfied with her life that she didn't marry a rich man? Was that the thing?
She was dissatisfied with her life for every reason.
Right. So at 15, you're running around.
I was writing jokes.
You're writing jokes.
At 19, I was a singing waiter.
No kidding.
I sang songs.
Let me hear you sing.
I never heard.
There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see.
So that job didn't last long.
No, I got fired.
Right.
I worked at the Polish Fountain in Brooklyn. Sally Marcel, Lenny Bruce's mother, was the mistress of ceremonies. I sang and they threw money at me.
So Lenny Bruce's. Did you write jokes for Lenny Bruce?
No. I met him through his mother at the time. He was young. He was in the Navy when I met him. You know.
Right. So that's way back.
Right.
And a genius, Lenny Bruce? I mean, did you like the guy?
Yeah, very good, very good.
Nice guy?
Yeah, very sweetheart.
And did you say, hey, Lenny, what are you doing so many drugs for? Did you...
I had experience with him with that where it would turn me off terribly, you know what I mean? But
right.
Listen, you can't...
Because you were never into that scene, right?
No.
But little pot, that's it.
That's it.
Right. But you had it under control.
Listen to Jackie.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, pot, okay. So, all right, so you meet Lenny Bruce, and, I mean, that you know, because so much has been said about him, I can't imagine what he was like, but he had to be a pretty wild guy. But you've seen tons of comics do themselves in with drugs. I mean, the late Sam Kinison, who we both agree was brilliant.
Genius.
But the guy just couldn't get his whole drug use thing under control at all.
It's tough, you know, when you're too good, something happens to you, I guess. Then it's tough to keep it straight, you know, when you're in show business.
Was anything more brilliant than Sam's brief appearance in your film, Back to School? I mean, was anything more brilliant?
Absolutely dynamite.
That's one of the best scenes on film ever.
And all his bits were done. This is sad, you know, they're all tremendous.
He was tremendous. In fact, Rodney was one of the first comics to really give Sam a break.
I think that was where I first saw Sam, was on one of his specials.
The HBO special.
Right.
Yeah.
Rodney brought him out, which...
a lot of people know specials, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Jerry Seinfeld, Roseanne Barr, Tim Allen, Jeff Foxbury, mentioned them all.
Yeah, I know.
I did about 9 of them and put all these guys on. I'm happy they all made it.
Yeah, it was really good. But I know that's the first time I ever heard Sam Kinison, because I happen to think Sam Kinison was one of the most brilliant comics that ever lived.
He was.
That ever graced this planet, and it's sad to see him gone. So, all right, so you're this young guy, you're writing jokes for other people, but you never got up and told jokes yourself? Until what age?
Kid?
Yeah.
I was 19.
19 is when you started.
Waited, and I would start telling jokes.
Right, you start telling jokes.
I worked in tough joints.
Right.
If you did bad, they want to beat you up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I had one bouncer said to me once, "I think you stink. What do you want to do about it?" You know?
Yeah, right. So it was
after I beat him up.
Right.
Then I went to.
So when you did these gigs and you went around and everything, it was frustrating to you because you felt you were funny, you knew you were a good comic, and yet things weren't breaking for you, right?
How good can you be going to Florida first time? You know what I mean? How good can you be? I used to get $5 for 2 shows on Saturday.
Right.
And one time the owner says to me, the waiter's doing MC. I told him, here's a dime back car fare. It was a nickel that way we go up to the Bronx for Subway. And so I said, being a true thespian,
right.
I said, well, can I be a waiter for the night? All right, give me 4 tables in the back somewhere. So, you know, the whole thing was to make a buck.
Right. And the thing was, because the thing I always read about you was that, like, when at 40 years old, you quit the business. You said, that's it. I can't take it. I can't make a living doing this.
To give you an idea how well I was doing at the time I quit, I was the only one who knew I quit.
Right. There was no big announcement in the newspaper.
Nothing.
Rodney Dangerfield's leaving. So the thing is that it had to be frustrating to you because inside you believed in yourself. You knew you were funny, and yet the business was being cruel to you.
No, I tell you, I didn't know. It was just something. I was immature then.
Right.
I wasn't mature. I had no image.
Right.
So I quit it and got married, and I found out making a marriage work is tougher to get work in show business.
Yeah, right. Make show business look easy.
That's right.
Right. So you got married, and for a while you were like a salesman and stuff. This is inspirational.
What kind of salesman was he? I've always heard that he was
I sold
aluminum siding, right?
Aluminum siding and painted houses and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, and is aluminum siding the ugliest crap in the world,
and
or
how
what?
do you get people to buy
I wouldn't say that. No, there were jobs up there. I'm still up there 20 years later.
Really? Do you ever go back and...
Remember you did my house.
Yeah, they don't even care that you're a comic. They just...
There's many funny stories I can tell you about that.
Where did you sell the aluminum siding?
I was in Englewood, New Jersey for 10 years.
Could you imagine?
I'll tell you something. So I sold people a job. You understand that Saturday? Sunday, they're watching Ed Sullivan, and they see me walk out on Ed Sullivan under a different name.
Wow.
My name, Jack Roy, the real name, so I'm siding. Then they see Rodney Dangerfield. So she says to the mechanic, is Mr. Roy so in show business?
Yeah.
He says, yeah, he's just set on the side, you know.
Wow.
On the side, Ed Sullivan.
Yeah, Ed Sullivan's the side gig.
It's a side
so even when you were back doing Ed Sullivan, you were still selling the aluminum siding, and people would tune in and see their aluminum siding guy on Ed Sullivan.
That's right.
That had to be
amazing.
That had to be
weird.
amazing.
It's weird.
And it's a weird sort of place to be in that you're selling aluminum siding, and you want to feel like you're in show business.
Sullivan.
And Sullivan let me announce it to anybody here want aluminum. I'll be happy to do it.
Is that right?
Very nice.
Would he really let you do that?
Very nice.
What a gentleman. You never had any problems with Ed Sullivan?
No, always nice to me. One story I'll tell you quickly, okay?
Yeah.
I'm working at Copacabana. I finished the show. He runs over to me. You're just wonderful. Just wonderful. You must do our show. You must do our show. I said, Ed, I'm already on your show. Oh.
No idea you'd done it.
That's right.
It's amazing man. Guy's like a block of wood.
But getting back to your dick and my dick. Let me
Go ahead. All right. We're going to say, let's get to the real stuff.
They say that you can tell the size of a man's dick by his name very often.
Really?
That's right. You take a guy who's a short, a guy who's like Pee Wee Herman.
Right.
You know
that.
Little Abner.
Right.
Here's one, Dick Van Dyke. He didn't know what he is, you know.
No one was clear.
That's what I say.
Now, listen, Rodney. So so then you're doing the Ed Sullivan thing and all that, and then when you break
When
big...
do you give up the aluminum siding?
Yeah, when do you decide to give up the aluminum siding business?
When I gave it up.
Could you make money doing it? I mean, did you make good money?
I made a living, you know.
Yeah, right.
Whatever it was. I gave it up when I started doing okay in show business, which took a long time.
Right.
I was 44 before I even got a decent job after starting at 40, you know.
And we're like, were you pissed? Because the whole vibe I always heard was that Rodney was pissed off.
Yeah, he was miserable.
Because show business didn't recognize him until he was in his 40s.
No, I didn't deserve any recognition when I was younger. I wasn't mature, didn't have an image. I came back with an image.
Right.
Something goes right.
How did you come up with that?
Yeah.
Well, then I came up with respect.
Right.
Well, I heard the Godfather talking. Hey, I want some respect. She's with me. Respect her. She's with me. Respect me. Respect him. Respect.
Right.
So I wrote a joke. I don't get no respect. I played hide and seek. They wouldn't even look for me. You know?
Yeah, right.
And fifth, I was caught up, and I wrote thousands of no respect jokes, and I feed the image with the no respect jokes.
And when do the chicks and everything start coming to you? I mean, like, does that happen, like, after what point? Like, when you start doing movies? Like, do you start getting hot broads?
In the middle of my first no respect joke, then it started.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
They start doing you in the middle of that?
Lunging at me right in the middle of the joke. I knew I had something there.
How famous do you have to be to have two girls at once? I mean, does that happen?
I love two girls at once.
Really? Is that your favorite thing?
Oh, yeah. If I fall asleep, they got each other to talk to.
No pressure.
I almost screwed that one up pretty good. Huh?
Yeah, that's good. And then I got very upset when I heard about you. You had to sue a place that burned your eyes in a sauna room or something.
Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Well, how the hell did that happen?
Well, they fixed the steam room by people who were just not steam room people. And I opened the door one night backstage. My show took a steam and the whole thing blew up in my face.
Wow, wow. And I heard it affected your vision and everything,
I couldn't see. My right eye is still not right from it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they had a lot of compassion.
Yeah.
They told me if you don't work, you don't get paid. That's the compassion
nice.
they had. Right?
Yeah, so that pissed you off, and you said, I'm going to teach you guys a lesson.
No, they said we're going to want to pay you the days you lost, but only if you sign with us for another 2 years.
That's nice.
So they used them bribery. I said, well, what's one thing got to do with the other?
Right.
And so it was a whole ugly thing, you know. I'm not looking to sue anybody. I'd rather do jokes.
Yeah, right.
But sometimes you get so furious and so angry.
You got to stand up for your rights.
You know?
And you recently worked with Brooke Shields?
Oh, yeah, I did Lazy Susan. Suddenly Susan.
Lazy Susan's more like it. Was it that bad? I mean, does she act at all? Or?
She's a great chick. She
is, really?
She's dynamite. She's a humble, nice, warm person.
Well, she should be humble. What the hell?
She is very nice.
Yeah, she was okay?
Very nice.
Yeah, you worked with them all. You didn't get to do her, though, right? I mean, you're a married man now. You couldn't, you can't take advantage of it.
You've sworn off all other women?
For magazine.
Yeah. Have you sworn off all other women?
Oh, I don't. I'm strictly straight now.
Can't believe that.
I don't do anything wrong, you know.
Right.
Now I got an excuse that. Well, I was going to say, if I don't get him now, I got a real good excuse.
Right. So the movie, Meet Wally Sparks.
Yeah.
All right. So you've taken some time off between movies.
I want to thank you, man. No one's been ever this kind to me as you have been.
Really?
Last week, mentioning the movie, doing the whole thing, and you got your own movie coming out, which I hear is great.
Yeah, well, I'm very proud of the movie coming out.
I hear it's dynamite.
Yeah, it's not till March 7th, but I'm anxious for you to see it.
Well, see, I will definitely see it, and thanks so much for the mentioning my movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, man, anything you do, I'd go see. I mean, Meet Wally Sparks is coming out. You're talking about Rodney, who's given us so many great movies. Easy Money.
Why hasn't he done a movie?
Yeah, why are you waiting so long to do movies? Are you just, like, relaxing?
Sometimes it's tough to get connected with the right vehicle. This here started 4 years ago.
Right.
Harry Basil, who wrote it with me, had an idea to do a talk show host. At first, I said, I don't know how to do that. Then we started writing it slowly, and it came together. And also we finished it, we said, and people read it, and they said, wow, we've got something here. This is funny as hell. And so we decided to do the movie. That was 4 years ago. So it's 4 years in the making of writing and fixing it up and doing stuff like that.
Yeah, right. It takes a long time.
The trouble is, people do things too quickly. They knock together a television show in 1 week. You can't do it.
Right.
My father was in vaudeville. When he went out, he broke in 8 minutes. It took him 10 months to break in 8 minutes for perfection. When I did a Tonight Show, it took me 3 months to prepare it. People would never know that.
Yeah, people don't realize that.
No, I'm on a panel. It's all prepared. The whole thing has to go around for 3 months on and off, and close, breaking in jokes, doing the whole thing, you know.
Yeah, because you make it look spontaneous and easy.
Right.
And
you make it look like it's right off the cuff, but it's all, it's a play.
Right.
That's what it is.
Exactly. You're sitting there and you're scripting the whole thing out. So the thing is, you took some care and you wanted to make sure your next movie was good. And so that's how Meet Wally Sparks was born.
Yeah, this one I have confidence in that everyone who has seen it says, this is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, we saw a clip from the movie where Rodney's standing by a statue of a guy, a naked guy, and they break off, Rodney accidentally breaks off the guy's penis.
Yeah.
And he's embarrassed. He shoves it.
A big dick.
Right, yeah. He shoves it in his pants, and he goes into this ballroom, you know, like a dance, and of course Wally Sparks has this
well, he goes
bulge in his
and
pants.
says, I'm really excited to meet you, and this woman looks down at his pants. He looks very excited.
Yeah. That's classic Rodney. So anyway, it's great to have Rodney Dangerfield here. Now, if you want to see Rodney's movie under a special circumstance by seeing him perform live beforehand, that's tomorrow, Friday, January 31st at 7 p.m. in Manhattan, Sony Lincoln Theater, 68th and Broadway. Saturday, February 1st, 7 p.m. Manhattan, Sony Lincoln Theater, 68th and Broadway. And for tickets, you can call 212-336-SONY. The movie is called Meet Wally Sparks. And,
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield.
So nice to me. Forget the money you owe me. Okay?
Really? Okay, skip it. Yeah, all right, thank you. You're too nice to me.
You've been too nice.
So great Rodney Dangerfield, everybody. We'll be back right after these words.
Thank you very much. I'm done.
You're done. That's it. Painless.
More after this. The Howard Stern Show.
Hey, that was funny. That was me.
While we were playing that musical moment with Jackie didn't have his headphones on first, and then flipped him out. All of a sudden, he heard it was himself. Big smile came over his face. Did you guys watch?
I saw the whole thing.
I felt it.
Robin whispered in my headphones during it. She goes, Jackie just put his headphones on. You should see the big smile on his face. I look over and I go, hey.
He's in heaven.
I can't believe how much I enjoyed here some days.
I love what I've
I wish this building would blow up.
I love what I've noticed. This is my moment. No one can take it from me.
Should have stayed in the bathroom.
Just a sense of pride.
Yeah, he came in a little bit late. He got those headphones. He slapped those headphones on,
Read my plug.
and the big smile.
Read my
You're on the air. You're on the air.
Howard, good morning.
Yes, hi.
Good morning, Robin. I had a question for Rodney, but I can actually pose the question to you.
Rodney split. He had a big entourage out there, actually. Rodney, did you see there was a whole thing going on in the halls? Did you check that out?
I want to know what it's like to be a great performer, have a great career, do great movies, and, you know, what's that feel like as opposed to being a failure and a wannabe like Jackie Martling, let's say?
Oh. Jackie, you want to talk to this guy about that?
I can't answer that.
I can't answer that.
Howard, I have my own viewpoint.
Jackie is very successful in his own field.
In my own mind.
Right.
In his basement.
Yeah. Hey, so when Rodney was here, Ganji was interviewing him, and Ganji said to him, so I understand you knew Jackie many years ago. He goes, yes. She goes, did you have a pleasurable experience with Jackie you'd like to tell us? He goes, I didn't have any pleasurable experiences with Jackie.
Really?
Yeah, and Ganji said he wasn't kidding.
Well, you know what? I noticed that Jackie didn't go over to talk to him.
Yeah, what's going on between you and Rodney?
I don't know. He didn't know me.
He acted like he didn't know you.
I don't even know if he saw me.
Are you sure you know him?
Why wouldn't you say hello to him? You say hello to everybody else.
I think Jackie was lying. When I first met Jackie, Jackie said that he wrote for Rodney.
I did make that up.
You did, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that true?
All right, well, then you came clean. Good for you. Oh, Rodney's still here? We should ask him.
Is he still here?
I think Rodney don't like you.
I know.
Because you used to hang... Did you really hang with Rodney? Be honest.
Didn't he tell us he used to have dinner at Rodney's house?
He said he had dinner at Rodney's house,
Never
him and
said
Paul
that. I
Williams.
never said that.
You said you and Paul Williams and
We had
Rodney.
dinner at Paul Williams' house
You and Rodney.
in Las Vegas.
All right.
Really? Uh-oh. Here comes Rodney.
Total strangers.
Really? Really? Rodney, you want to address this Jackie Martling thing at all?
You told them you didn't know me. You told them you don't know me.
I know. Well, he just doesn't like
me.
it.
You told everybody you don't like me.
We had problems, that's all.
Oh, you did? Oh, you did?
Just like anyway, no hate me at all.
Oh.
I love him.
You love Rodney, right?
We
Yeah.
had a few problems, which I'm sure you remember.
What are the problems, Rodney?
Okay.
Oh, really, Rodney? Because I have problems with him, too.
Everybody has problems.
Let's
That, I'm sure you recall.
Really? Really, Jackie? Wow.
What is this about?
This is way too
What are
personal.
all my problems with
I
you
gotta
about,
see
Howard?
Rodney's face while this is going
Oh,
on.
you know, hey, Rodney, let me guess what the problems were. He gets jealous of your success.
That was-
No.
Not that.
Oh, no, not that problem?
I asked Rodney to borrow some money.
Oh,
I know
is that
it was
it?
money.
Oh.
Why would you
It goes
do
deeper than
that?
that.
Oh, it does?
Did it go deeper than that?
Yeah.
You didn't pay it back.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're on the air. Are we on the air? Of course.
See, I heard something,
deeper than
Howard.
Right.
This doesn't have anything to do with your buddy who rented Rodney's house.
No.
That's a whole
Oh, yeah,
different
yeah,
That's
Jackie.
Millions of years later.
Oh, it is?
It had nothing
Oh.
to do with me.
Well, all I know is you pissed Rodney off.
Man, I'm not offended or hurt by anybody. You understand? I've been through everything in life.
I really don't know what you're talking about. Because our falling out, I asked you to loan me some money to press
And
my
I did.
album.
I did.
Yeah, and then I...
But
And
the
I
next week he came back and asked me for more money.
Ooh,
I
Jackie.
said, Jackie, it's got to end somewhere, you know?
Right.
oh,
Is that true?
Wow.
I borrowed some money,
I'd
and I
rather
paid it
not-
back, and then I asked to borrow
You
some more.
never
And you
paid me
said,
back, okay? You just came back the next week and asked me to borrow more money.
Rodney, that's not true.
Really?
Well, then
That's-
we have a difference in opinion who got paid back. If you could pay me back, you would have to borrow a second time then.
Right.
Yeah, what
Does
kind of
that make
payback
sense?
is that to borrow a...
I'm not looking to get busy with this, Jackie. It was years and years ago. I wish
And
everybody...
Jackie still hasn't paid you back?
Jackie still hasn't paid you back, Rodney?
That's
I borrowed $1,000,
Yeah.
and I gave it back to you in jokes. And you don't remember that?
Oh, Joe.
How do you put a value on
Joke
those?
money.
And that's not true either. Okay.
All right.
Oh,
well,
man.
see, Jackie, when I met him, he wasn't doing well. He was a loser. Now I turned him into a human being, though.
Howard,
He's behaving better.
According
yeah.
to my records, Jackie has irritated Rodney,
Right.
Eddie Murphy, and Rosie O'Donnell.
All right. Thank God for me, Jackie, putting up with you. You see? I'm not the only
I
one.
appreciate the charity I get from everyone.
All
a
right.
great guy in your corner here, and I'm... No,
Wow.
No, I wish your baby the best, man.
Right.
We're all in this world to try and be happy, and that's all. So if you're happy, you're doing great. And
I'm glad you brought him back.
Yeah, I'm glad we worked this out.
Because I knew that there was something going on. Nothing was said between the two of them.
Yeah, it was weird because
in the scope of life, this is extremely important.
Because Jackie's big story has always been how he hung out with Rodney and
you were friends.
And Rodney is his friend and Rodney is his buddy. And then when you were here, I said to Jackie just casually, I said, "Gee, you and Rodney didn't seem to really say anything to one another." And then I guess I never knew about the falling out.
The last couple times I saw you, you never said anything about this.
He's a gentleman.
Well, I don't go around.
What is he going to say? You still owe me money?
You called that first debt square with me. You called it square with me. What, I mean...
Hey, Rodney.
You know, it's best we don't go over this.
Really?
No, it's not. I love it.
You're not being straight.
What is it, Dangy?
Straight.
You're telling me I'm lying.
Do you think Rodney would lie, Jackie?
I would lie.
I don't think it was the debt. I think it was that Rodney read that Jackie was claiming he wrote a lot of his jokes.
Oh, really?
It's a lot less than what Rodney claims to be.
You
never claimed that I wrote a lot of your jokes.
You had an interview recently where you said that you caught my act, and you were surprised about how many of your jokes are in my act.
I never said that.
That was in the interview, okay?
In where? Show it to me. That's not true.
I don't know. That's what the guy said, okay?
Who's the guy who said that?
I don't know. I don't keep track of these things.
But I'm telling you, I have never said that.
All right, then forget about it.
Forget it. It's over with. It's over with.
It's 100 years old.
Hey, Rodney, when you were in Natural Born Killers, did you grab Juliette Lewis's ass?
Yes,
was that nice?
I had her behind in my hands.
Beautiful.
I know, but at that time I couldn't appreciate it. My mind was in other things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like the Jackie interview.
I never said that. I never said that.
Okay, forget about it. Case closed.
Yeah, well, Jackie...
They're never going to forget about it.
No, now we're gonna torture him the rest of his life.
Yes, because his one friend turned out not to be a friend. He ruined the
If you need some more
friendship.
money, I'll loan it to you.
You see what I mean, Rodney? Jackie, now Jackie's doing pretty well from the show, you know. Now he has money. Why don't you pay Rodney back his money?
Why don't you give him his money back?
Why don't you give him his $1,000?
I don't want nothing
I
back.
paid him back in jokes. What kind of thing is that? Did he give you jokes when you asked for money?
I pay him back in jokes. Thanks. Give me cash.
Back in jokes.
Yeah. Well, Rodney,
Whatever it is.
what is it?
He also said that when they went to Vegas together,
Right.
Jackie would get drunk all the time.
Right.
And when people would come up to Rodney and say, "Hey, Rodney, how's it going?" Jackie would be like, "Why aren't they paying attention to me?"
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. Listen.
I
Jackie
know you
and I
didn't say that.
Jackie went through that.
you didn't say that.
Jackie and I went through that.
You didn't know me.
Jackie,
Oh,
yeah, right,
come on.
exactly.
Jackie, you don't even know what you do.
Nobody.
Jackie, that's
Please.
Jackie.
This is bull crap.
Jackie, that's your MO.
Yeah.
That's your MO. See? What'd I tell
They
you?
didn't even know me on Long Island then. I would have done that.
Yes.
Yes, you would.
What
When you're
about
drunk.
me?
I could see me screwing around, turning to Rodney and say, "Gee, I can't believe they know you and they don't know me, fooling
You say I
around."
can't believe.
Yeah.
How can they know you and they don't know me? What's the difference,
I really
man?
would have said that.
It's unimportant.
It's over
You're
with.
all crazy.
Rodney, it's over with. That's what can
Thank
you do?
God you got away from him, Rodney. That's all I got to say.
I would have never said that. In a million years, I would have never said that.
Yeah, but I've heard you say a
I'm
few
wrong.
things.
I'm wrong.
Rodney says he's wrong.
Okay,
So I actually turned to you and said, "How come they know you,
and they
a
don't know
television personality, and me, who
I'm
nobody
wrong,
could
and that's
possibly
it.
know?"
I'm wrong,
Jackie,
and I'm
you-
sorry. Okay, you happy?
All right, there it is. There it is. What are you going to do? Let bygones be
But, you know,
bygones.
we all know what Jackie can be like when he's drinking.
Right.
Jackie,
Jackie-
I admit I
When
drank.
Jackie was drinking, I'm going to tell you something. When I first met Jackie, I have many of the same stories Rodney has.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Jackie, you gave me a hard time. What about me? I don't get credit. Cheap Jew. Cheap Jew. Where's my champagne every minute? But I hung in there with the guy. I like the guy. I think he's very talented. Very talented.
great,
Super
man.
talented guy.
Everyone,
He's a lot less bitter now.
Listen, as far as doing things for people, I think no one has done more for comedians than I have.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Every show, I've catch him, go look at him, find him,
right,
and whatever it was. So I'm not looking to do anybody any harm.
right,
I didn't have to take you to Vegas with me. You know what I mean?
I know that.
right.
You're on your knees begging to go with me. I said, okay, come on.
Right. You were nice to him. And you're
No, but anyway, whatever it was,
Yeah.
I wish you the best today. You couldn't be with a better guy than Howard.
Thank you,
all right?
Rodney. Thank you. Thank you again, Rodney. I didn't mean to bring up this ugly thing, but it started in on the...
I had no idea it existed.
Why wouldn't you say hello to him, Jackie?
Yeah, Jackie. Why don't you say hello to Rodney?
You said over there you didn't even make an approach.
You know, I get my balls broke for approaching any celebrities that come in
you're
here.
so full of it.
Don't tell me I'm full of it.
No, but you know him.
But you know Rodney.
You can't say hello?
You can say hello to
You
Rodney?
get your balls broken for approaching celebrities that you don't know, but Rodney, you know.
And he didn't say hello to me. What makes you say, hey, remember me?
I didn't see you when I came in.
I know.
Right.
I'm
But you went, oh, come on. Jackie, you know you get up and say hello to
Case
me.
closed, right, Rodney?
Where are we going?
But, nah, that's it.
That's
Listen,
the story.
never mind Jackie. Go see Wally Sparks.
Yeah,
Meet
you
Wally
About
Sparks.
things I know about drugs, prostitution, things I'm familiar with.
Yeah, things that you've lived.
That I've been through.
I asked. I wasn't asking
Nah,
for
you did the wrong thing.
All right.
The guy's employing you. Why hit him up for a loan?
Yeah.
You don't scrape and claw in the beginning. You never get anywhere. So I was scraping and clawing. I admit it.
Man,
And he said, no, what's the
everything
big
is
deal?
cool. Listen, I used to rob grocery stores when I was trying to get
Okay, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, but
What's
at
the
least,
difference?
well, at least you didn't ask anybody for anything.
you're right.
You took what you had to take.
The only thing I asked for was borrow money to get a gun. That's only borrowing money. When I went out and robbed grocery stores, gas stations, whatever I could pick up.
With borrowed money. That's right. Thanks, Rodney.
So what can I tell you?
All right. Meet Wally Sparks. That's the
Meet Wally
point. Then go
Sparks.
see the movie tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go see
All right.
Rodney.
Howard,
Thanks,
best
Rodney.
again. Thank you so much.
Thank
again.
you, Rodney.
Jackie, the best to you. That's all ancient history, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not what happened.
All right.
All right, whatever you say is the truth. How's that? Anything you say is the truth.
Thanks, Rodney.
Howard, thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Rodney.
I'll be talking to you.
All right, man. We love you. Thanks, Rodney.
Thank you.
That's Rodney Dangerfield, everybody. Truly a great comedian. Obviously, Jackie, like all of Jackie's relationships,
Always ruining a good connection.
always a ruined relationship.
I wish I had to ruin this one.
Always ruining a good connection. You are so right about him. It's pitiful.
I know. He doesn't see himself. I told you that's your M.O. I've elevated you.
Oh, amazing.
Well, you want to say something for yourself now?
No.
Nothing.
You have nothing to say.
Nothing to say.
All right. Wow.
He, every guy he knows, he's always stood up and said hello to them after they've finished their bit or whatever. If they don't acknowledge him when they first come in, he still speaks.
Mhm.
He didn't say word one.
Anthony, you're on the air.
Yeah, this is Phil.
Oh, Phil does a Rodney impression.
Let me tell you.
We had enough of you.
$1,000 too.
You know what? Now that we've seen Rodney, you don't sound anything like him.
Yeah, you don't sound like Rodney.
Oh, come on. I want to audition for Rodney's nightclub there. Let me tell you, it ain't easy meeting him. It ain't easy at all. Hey, Rodney, let me tell you. My wife is so ugly, she walked into our room, mice jump on chairs. Like, hey, it ain't easy.
No, he doesn't sound like Rodney now.
No.
Not when you have the real Rodney. Jesus, Jackie, you really blew that one. See, and in the beginning, every day I was like,
Gonna
oh,
curse.
Jackie.
And never told us there was a problem between him and Rodney. Every story
Never
we've
told
ever
us he
heard-
borrowed $1,000 from Rodney.
Every story we
Of
ever heard
course
was
I-
about the good times he and Rodney used to have.
Meanwhile, here's the reality. So Rodney's sitting there. Jackie hits him up for $1,000. And it's for making those dopey records of his in his
Yeah.
basement.
That's true.
You see? And Rodney goes, what the hell am I financing? Tinker Toys.
Right.
That's not true.
So he gives him the $1,000. Jackie doesn't pay it back.
Paid it back in jokes.
No, Jackie, tell the truth. Seriously, how did you pay it back? In all honesty.
With jokes. I'm telling you, and he called it square in his club. I wouldn't have asked for another $2,000 if we hadn't been
What was
square on
the
the
$2,000
first
for?
Another 2,000.
That's 3 in total.
And that was like a year.
Second record came out on Epic Records.
Yeah, right.
And he needed another $2,000. What was Rodney supposed to do?
He just asked him for
Has
a loan.
anybody ever asked you to borrow money?
Yes, and I
Then
say
you
no.
either say yes or no. What's
Right.
the
Say
big deal?
no.
What's the big deal?
Yeah,
But
you
you
make
should
it
know
up.
It's not
better.
like I borrowed $2,000 and didn't pay it back. He said no, and what's the big deal?
You should know.
I saw him
He knew he
5
was
years-
going to get it back in jokes.
I want to know what the equation is.
No, what I would have
Jokes
done.
for $1,000.
Seriously, Jack, what I would have done, I would have just given him back the 1,000 cash. The joke thing is separate.
Yeah, that's another
You borrow
deal.
1,000 in cash, you give him back the 1,000 in cash, and then the joke thing is separate. What he buys from you in jokes, he buys from you in jokes. What? What? It was his idea?
Yeah, I guess
All right.
he wants everything in jokes.
Yeah, in fact, for Wally Sparks, Rodney got paid in jokes.
He uses joke currency.
I mean, aren't you a little curious how many,
Joke money.
aren't you a little curious how many jokes equals $1,000?
Yeah. I know in my case,
And
it's,
I
it's
mean,
less than one.
Wait a minute. Because sometimes Jackie will reel off a page of jokes,
Yeah.
and the comedian can only use one, but Jackie figures out it's paid.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, man, Jackie.
Boy, that was a blown relationship.
Man.
20 years ago.
All right. I never heard about it. I always heard
you
about what
didn't
great
tell us
time.
that story.
I had no.
That's
I
the
ran-
good story.
I ran into him in Florida like 10 years later and said, "How you doing?" He said, "Yeah, I had a problem. Asking me for the $2,000. I was kind of ballsy." I said, "Oh, that was it."
Oh, so you knew the problem.
I never knew that's what everybody that's been with him has had falling out with him. Like Gary just asked, were you involved with that thing in Las Vegas? That was Dennis Blair, something completely different, had nothing to do with me.
And the same thing happened with him and Dennis.
All right. Whatever. Dennis borrowed $2,000?
$5,000.
Yeah. Did he really?
Did he look like the banker Rodney to you?
He's probably tired of people hitting him up for money.
Yeah.
No, that nothing.
Oh, it had nothing to do with money. Okay.
I don't think.
I thought Dennis's dog made in Rodney's pool.
Yeah, no. Dennis's dog went in Rodney's pool, and then it cost Rodney a fortune to clean the dog hair out of the pool.
Which of course was my fault.
Right,
because Dennis was Jackie's friend. So Dennis isn't Dennis. He's the guy who's a friend of the guy I lent $3,000 to.
Yes.
Believe me, listen, Rodney's had it with you. That's all I can say.
It's over, Johnny.
It's over, Johnny.
I was so counting on him, too.
Yeah.
It's over, Johnny.
All right.
It's over.
I guess, there's one silver lining to this for Rodney, at least. Jackie doesn't have to send him his joke stuff.
No. Are you going to be sending Rodney a joke package?
Always send it.
Right. Joanna, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to beat this to death, but if this is not a radio bit, Jackie Martling is going to be the cause of the Stern downfall. I'm sorry.
Why is that?
I mean, this is really bad.
Yes.
This is really bad, Howard.
It is
I mean,
bad.
it's real funny.
Right.
It's real funny radio.
It's great radio.
I mean, this is serious, man. You can't do that kind of stuff. I mean,
Right.
is Jackie in the same business you're in?
But in all seriousness, we got Jackie under control now. We keep his access to the celebrities very limited.
Yeah.
Remember when...
That would be Jackie's attitude, that
you
he's
ought to put
made
him,
and he owes me money.
Right.
You ought to put him in Robin's cage.
Keep away from everybody.
Turn off the microphone.
No, years ago, Jackie used to give these whacked-out interviews about me, and he used to get a hold of celebrities, and weird stuff would happen. He'd write them letters, talk about...
I got you, Howard, but listen,
I'm telling you, the guy's changed now. A little money in the pocket changes
Well,
you. Right, Jackie, aren't you acting more professionally now?
No different than I ever was.
It's apparent, Howard, that you love him very much, but I think that piece in the back of your last book about the guy comparing all of your operation to Goebbels and Hitler and everybody else.
Thank you.
I mean, he was right on target with Jackie. I mean, this guy is going to cause, I mean, I wish you a wonderful, successful career.
Thank you.
You're doing great. But I'm telling you, if you look back and Stern happens to have a downfall, it's going to be Jackie Martling.
Hey, never mind that. How do you think I feel about Jackie seeing the movie? He's going to go into a tailspin. The movie's good.
Oh, God.
It's going to be very hard for Jackie.
Oh, I hate to see it, Howard. I love you so much. I just don't want to see anything happen to you, and especially as a result of that white
So
trash.
now I'm bringing down the show because I asked Rodney for money in 1980.
This is the woman's feeling, Jackie. She feels she's seeing a pattern develop. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
All right, Jackie. All right. Jackie, you took a tough morning. You had to confront Rodney, and you did terribly confronting him.
Great day.
What a great day. I don't think anyone can top this.
That's the best.
Wow.
You just outdid yourself. You
I hope
outdid
you don't bring
anything
in the
that's
girlfriend I used to beat.
All I know is
ever happened.
you want the upside of this?
No.
The whole article on TV Guide's about you.
Yeah, there you go.
These guys are salivating.
David's over there scribbling.
Scribbling furiously since
He's
it
like,
started.
Jesus Christ, you got another pad?
Hey, Dave, while you're at it, find the article where I said that I wrote all of Rodney's jokes.
Jackie, what a lucky day for you. The day we get the real story of Rodney Dangerfield. We do 900 shows a day.
TV Guide
It's the TV Guide article.
That's
Good.
Martling. M-A-R-T-L-I-N-G. $1,000. That's right. I'm proud of it. F you.
Another 2,000. I can't believe it.
Give me another 2,000.
I was shocked, but I thought Ray was going to say, then he borrowed another 1,000.
Right. Then he went to 2,000.
It's a Ponzi scheme.
I paid it back in jokes.
Yeah, that was the second album.
Yeah, but
I bet you Rodney loves seeing those jokes come in after he's giving away his money.
I released my first album, and now it's time for my second album for Rodney to finance. And the cost of making an album had gone up.
Hold on a second. It's coming back to me. Jackie, I'm not have to pick it. There was one. There's a famous Rodney joke.
Yeah.
A famous one that Jackie has always said he wrote.
All right.
I sold it to him.
Right. Which one is it? The two-bagger joke?
Which one
tell
is
the
it?
joke.
Tell it, Jack.
You know what I'll do? I'll bring in the letter.
All right, take it easy. No, we believe you.
Was that part of the payment of the $1,000?
Yes, that was a $1,000 joke.
No, but Rodney had to pay for that joke.
But tell the joke, Jackie. Tell the joke.
She was known as a two-bagger. You know that joke.
No, tell it.
Oh, no, I'm not going to tell it.
She was a two-bagger.
Entertaining.
No, let him tell it.
I quit stand-up. I quit the show. I quit my life.
Do you want me to tell the joke?
Yeah, I wish you would tell the joke.
You want me to? She was a two-bagger. One bag on my head in case the bag on her head breaks.
Baba Booey.
Words to that effect.
Right. I thought you had written the three-bagger joke.
I wrote that for you.
Oh, I see.
You were trying to...
That was the one. That was the one where
trying to make it a little better.
One bag breaks and the other two are on there as a safety. But
I know that Rodney had told that joke on the Tonight Show.
Yes.
And it was a joke I knew when I was growing up as a teenager. And Jackie said to me, I remember when I first met him, he said, I wrote that joke.
Well, it is comedy fact that Jackie wrote for Rodney. So,
right.
I mean, it's
yeah,
very
but
possible.
you didn't know that Rodney was taking back those jokes for the loan money he had given Jackie.
He financed those friggin' records of Jackie's. Wow.
And then when Eddie Murphy asked for the same help, he told him to get away.
Screw off.
All I know is, Jackie, there was some miscommunication between you and Rodney. What exactly went down? Who knows?
No miscommunication.
No, you two had a falling out.
$2,000. You guys said no.
No, but he's mad at you. I mean, it's a shame that you don't pick up that this guy was mad at you. You're out of it. And you're into personal relationships.
Somehow or other, it didn't feel good getting his $1,000 back in jokes.
Yeah. Who cares? Uh-oh. Here comes Rodney.
Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh, Rodney's back. Here's Rodney. Oh, wait, Rodney's back. Hey, wait, Rodney's back. This is great. Hey, Rodney.
There's a few hundred more things I didn't cover.
All right, Rodney, what's up?
I came back because I heard you still talking about
this is fascinating to us.
Yeah, we'll draw this out for another 2 years.
This will go on for 2 or 3 years.
Oh,
this is legend.
This is legend.
Jesus, tell me you like.
Well, Jackie says he wrote the double bagger joke for you.
That's right, yes.
He did.
Right.
All right, so he does
But you
get
paid for that one. That wasn't in repayment for the loan.
No, that was a...
That was.
I don't remember any jokes for loans. It was just a loan and another loan.
Right. But this is like the Israelis.
Don't lie about that.
No, this is like the Israelis and the Arabs. The final, what I was trying to say to Jackie, I said, Jackie, the amazing thing is not why Rodney was mad at you, but you don't even know Rodney's mad at you.
You don't even pick up on it.
You don't even pick up on it. You got to be into people. You got to be a people person and realize when somebody's mad at you, especially someone as big as Rodney.
I understand what a people person you are.
Well, listen.
It's not like
do I work things out?
We didn't see each other.
What?
We didn't hang out together.
No, I don't know. And then Jackie's always said you got mad at him because you needed a guy to watch your house at some point. So Jackie recommended Dennis Blair.
That had nothing to do
and then
with me
Dennis
whatsoever.
Blair's dog ended up in your pool, and you had to clean out the whole pool from dog hair. So Jackie thinks you blamed him for that.
That's oh boy.
You know, these stories.
Rodney, that has nothing
as you go on. You know?
Right.
I mean, you're never going to correct all this. I'll tell you that. It's too involved.
It's too involved. I'm going to drop the whole goddamn thing.
See, that's the way it always is with Jackie. It's always complicated.
It's always complicated with Jackie. I try to help the guy. I try to straighten out his mess. It's very difficult.
You're kind.
It's unbelievable. But Jackie. Listen, he got to work these things out himself.
Joe, bail me out, will you?
What? What's the bail out?
Bail me out, Joe, will you?
Who's Joe?
Who's Joe, Jackie?
Is that Joe? I can't see that.
Who's Joe?
Joe is a friend of mine for 50 years.
And he never pissed you off, Joe.
There's no falling out
There's
here.
no falling out there.
No, there's no falling out.
Just with
Jackie just said you fell out with every comedian.
Yeah, Jackie says you fall out with all the comedians.
I have a fight with all of them?
Yeah. Right.
Well, my God, really, huh?
I said he had a falling out with Dennis Blair.
Oh, all right.
You said he falls out with everybody. That's what you said.
That's the quote.
Okay.
Well, who else am I not friendly with?
I said that you were hanging out with Dennis and you had a problem with him, but that had nothing to do with me.
Oh.
That's right.
Because Gary brought it up before like it had some kind of connection to me.
Right.
No. You have your own thing going.
You didn't need Dennis to mess it up.
So, Rodney, how are we going to lead this? In other words, you and Jackie now, the past is the past.
Rodney, I love you. I don't care what you say about me.
Well,
No.
Rodney don't love you.
I love you too.
I don't think the love is mutual.
Right.
it's all right. I don't. Good luck, man. We're all just trying to find our way in life.
That's right. That's it.
You know?
And Rodney, clearly you have found yours.
Yeah, I don't know about
way.
Jackie.
You sure did.
I found my way.
We don't know about Jackie.
But you came just in time. I wish I was a singer. They got the racket.
They sure do. You don't have to think
of Cole Porter writing for him stuff. We got to write our own stuff.
You don't even
have
have
to know Jackie.
Right. Singers got it easy. They don't have to loan guys thousands of dollars and get paid back in jokes.
Look what I got writing for them. Cole Porter, Berlin. They got great writers.
That's true. That's true. And you got to go sit and think of jokes.
That's right. Think of jokes. What are you going to do, huh?
Well, listen, it's been a long, hard road because of Jackie, mostly. But, Rodney, you've come through it all beautifully. And everyone go see the great movie, Meet Wally Sparks. That's the point of all this. Rodney, I don't know if it's worked out between you and Jackie, and who cares anyway?
It's all worked out.
It's all worked out. It's one big happy family here.
It's all worked out. Just pay me the money.
You know what? I got $1,000 on me. You want it?
Yeah. Bring out the $1,000. Give Rodney the goddamn $1,000 right now. Here it is. Oh, he's reaching in the wallet. He calls me
Is that
cheap.
American money?
Yeah, let's see. Let me see. Is that joke money? Why don't you just give him a few jokes? Wait, here, you're about to get your money. Hold it a second. This is a miracle.
I got to owe it to you.
Wait a second. Oh, let's see.
I don't have it.
You don't have it? Well, how much you got?
Hold on.
Let me loan you another $1,000.
Yeah, what do you ask Rodney to lend
Give
you?
me a pen, Howard.
What?
Is
Oh,
he
you're going to
gonna
write an
write a
IOU? That's no good.
No, I'm not going to write a check.
What is that, a check? Oh, yeah. It's going to bounce. Wow. Look at this.
Stop with this
want it out
already. I don't want no
Wait, you're going to get paid right now.
I don't want it, man. I don't want it.
You're making it out to who? Jack Roy? No, he goes by Rodney Dangerfield now. Go ahead. Oh, wait, you're going to get paid. This is
I don't
America.
want the money.
No. This is good. Don't be modest here.
He should pay his debts,
He should pay his debts. He owes you $1,000, let him pay it.
There it is.
I said to him, he borrows 1,000, you pay back the 1,000.
He's always on
there it
the horn screaming, Welcher, Welcher.
Well, this is very nice,
What
very
about
nice,
interest?
but I'm afraid I'm just leaving it here.
You are going to leave it there.
Rodney.
That's all.
That's right.
The autograph could be worth money someday.
Well, anyway, the point is Rodney's here not to argue with Jackie. He's here to promote
The
his
other
movie.
thing is that great line of Jackie's, why don't they know me?
That's great. That's
Oh,
great.
wow.
That's so Jackie.
That is so not true.
Oh, please.
That is such
I believe that 100%. 150%.
I'm telling you.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Am I done again?
I guess so. I don't know. Unless you want to say something.
Stay for the news.
Yeah.
All I know is every man has his tale of woe. Unfortunately, in life, there's more woe than tale.
It's so true and well said.
Thank you very
The
much.
great Rodney Dangerfield. Take off those headphones, Rodney, because you'll go insane if you don't. So long, Joe. All right, take care. Watch your head on that goddamn camera over there. That's the E network there. Very
I
true.
know, it's a booby-trapped room.
Take care, Rodney. That was beautiful. And there goes Rodney.
Bye, Jackie.
Take the check, Rodney.
Thanks, Rodney.
Take the check.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll do the news for you right after these words. Jackie's in here. I didn't get my side of the story on Rodney.
We tried. We were sitting here talking to him.
What? Because I was railroaded.
Into what? Borrowing money?
Yeah.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty as charged.
Do you want to say anything in your own defense?
I said it all.
There's so many people who want to talk about the Jackie thing. It was just
It was the best when he said he went back for 2,000 to do the second album.
I like how the story.
Go back with 2,000.
No, you didn't. Did you or didn't you?
I went back a year later to borrow money to reprint the second album a second time.
Oh, that's different. Oh, why didn't you say so? That puts a whole different.
That puts a little bit more time between the whole.
Oh, I see.
What does that...
It means
Whatever you do, don't try and figure out.
It means in
what
2
I'm
years you still didn't have $2,000.
Well, that's
After
exactly
pressing
what
all those albums, you still had no money.
Dr. Kane, you're on the air. Yes, Doctor. Doctor, are you there?
Jerry came in and said she.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, Doctor. Is this you?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is John Kane.
John Kane. What are you a doctor of?
I'm a psychologist outside of Cleveland.
And what do you want to tell us?
Well, I thought maybe I could talk to Jackie for a moment. My secretary told me there was something going on with Rodney Dangerfield, and she said it sounded serious and that I should listen to it. And I heard the gist of the situation, and I was just a little concerned about Jackie.
Really?
And I thought maybe I could...
What do you think is wrong with him?
I don't think I'm going to hurt myself.
Well, no, I'm not concerned about that. What I'm concerned about, at least from listening to the conversation between you and Mr. Dangerfield, was the denial in acknowledging his feelings about the situation.
Right. Jackie
Jackie's
can only...
always right in his mind.
Right. Jackie's always right. Everyone else is wrong.
I mean,
You must have been talking to my wife.
Yeah.
Well, the sense that I got was that, both of you were very sincere in what you believe, but
Excuse
you
me,
were
Doctor, didn't you say your secretary was listening?
Yeah, but what is it? Jackie, he said then he listened.
Yeah, the secretary told
Let the
him
guy
to
help
put
you.
it
Why do you
on.
fight those who love you?
I just think this guy.
Doctor, so what are you saying? That while both of you sounded sincere...
Well, they both sounded sincere in terms of their recollection of the incident itself, but I think Jackie was putting up a wall in terms of...
The making up process.
Well, he was really refusing to accept how Rodney Dangerfield was actually feeling, and he was focusing more on the details of the exchange of money.
In other words, if Jackie had just said, "Hey, listen, I don't see it that way, but I got to tell you something, Rodney. I'm a big fan. I've been honored to work with you. I would love to just patch this up. I know, and how you see it probably, maybe I'm forgetting what I was like. It's something conciliatory.
I never
You
meant.
mean kind of like saying, I love you, Rodney, no matter what, at the end? Like I did?
Yeah, it was very
That wasn't
insincere.
sincere.
Very insincere.
That was
very
It wasn't
insincere.
acknowledging how Rodney felt.
Right. You were just paying him lip service.
Howard,
I'll acknowledge how
Thank you, Dr. Kane. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's exactly what I'm saying, Howard.
Thank you.
Had he been conciliatory and,
Rodney was.
Yes, Rodney was a gentleman.
Which really surprised me in the exchange, because I felt the tension when I was listening to it. I didn't know if this was actually a real situation. I didn't know what was
It was real, all right. You should have been sitting here during the commercial. It was real.
But as it went on, I realized that Jackie was getting very upset, and I think Jackie was feeling a lot of rejection from everyone, and
Yes.
I think he took that as...
You listen to the show?
Try listening every day.
That's a daily treat around here.
Dr. Kane, thank you for your analysis. I believe you are correct.
And Jackie doesn't believe you either.
Right. Jackie won't even listen to you.
I don't think he's a doctor. I think he's a farmer.
Well, Jackie, I will leave you with this advice. If you do have contact with Rodney Dangerfield again,
I don't see it happening.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, doctor. Don't even pay attention. Yes?
If you have contact with him again, just a simple acknowledgement to him that you understand how he felt about the situation. Obviously his feelings were sincere.
Exactly. Jackie, seriously, that's great advice.
You're very right, doctor. Thank you.
He won't listen to you.
No.
Thank you.
He'll never talk to
Thank you,
Rodney
doctor.
again.
Great advice, but unfortunately it fell on deaf ears. Very deaf ears. Ears with hearing aids that don't even work.
What?
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
A little professional advice.
Yes, and I must get to the news, so this is the last phone call, please.
Sure.
Hello.
Yes.
I can't believe the gratitude that Jackie's expressing to Rodney.
Yeah.
What a bunch of hogwash. Let me tell you. About 5.5, 6 years ago, we were at Dangerfield's. We went out to the city to have dinner. We went to Dangerfield's. I didn't even know that, he was still a nobody back then. He was performing that night. He was totally wasted, totally drunk out of his mind.
Talking about Jackie.
Talking about Jackie. Jackie got on stage at Dangerfield's. We didn't know who he was. I remember him from those cheesy Channel 6 cable shows.
Yes. And what did he do that night?
Well, he got up on stage in a drunken stupor. He started telling jokes for about 3 minutes. Nobody laughed. I mean, he looked...
Oh, I don't believe that.
You don't believe that nobody laughed at Jackie?
I don't believe it.
Oh.
All right, but what is your point?
Let the guy tell the story.
Yes.
What happened?
Can I tell the story here, please?
Yes.
Jeez. Anyway, Jackie was up there. He was in a drunken stupor. He was pretty much of a mess.
I believe that.
Well, that was definitely true. It's
Pretty good story aside from the fact I've never worked there, but
Go ahead. Oh, you never worked at Dangerfield?
Hey, Jackie, you should change your number to 922 Wash-Up. Now, keep quiet. Let me finish here.
Go ahead with your story.
Anyway, Jackie got really drunk. He was on for about 6 minutes. I think he was supposed to do a half-hour segment. He practically got booed off the stage. He went over to the bar, and this...
Not to interrupt him.
What?
I was on stage one time at Dangerfield
and I
when
was
I was auditioning for Bill Boggs for Comedy Tonight.
Oh, so you were at Dangerfield.
I auditioned for Bill Boggs. I got the TV show, and Tony, who was Rodney's partner at Dangerfield's, came up to me and said, if I paid you, would you go up and do a set? Because everybody loved you so much. I said, I'd be glad to. I went up and did a set. Tony thanked me and asked me to please come back anytime.
And what is the point of this story anyway?
The point of this story is this. I said I can't believe the gratitude that Jackie's been expressing, because after the segment, he went over to the bar, he continued to drink all by himself, and he was mumbling that, I should have my own crap. The hell with this Rodney Dangerfield crap. I'm the one who should have made it.
Well, there you go.
I remember.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, listen. By the way.
All right, I had enough of this.
Take some more phone calls.
I had enough.
Let's write my life history.
Right. All right, well...
all the stories are going to be the same.
Right. All right. Jackie, listen, you and Rodney go work it out. I got nothing to do with it. Whatever. Whoever remembers what they're fighting about.
All right, let's meet Captain Janks, Kenneth Keith Kallenbach, and Crackhead Bob. It's funny, we played the Kenneth Keith Kallenbach. When I ran for governor, I had him second my nomination at the big convention. So many conservative people there, and Kenneth Keith got up and seconded my nomination.
Serious people.
Serious people. You had to be there to hear. Do you have that? Play that again, Fred.
Never gets
Fred's not here?
Fred!
Where is Fred?
Fred's right there, isn't he?
Oh, he's looking for it. Okay, great.
Look at Crackhead Bob. It's freezing outside.
I know. I don't think he knows how to dress.
He doesn't know it's cold.
And who is this woman coming in?
This is Crackhead Bob's girlfriend.
Wow. Gee, she's way too hot for him.
Fiancé.
Do you guys believe that's Crackhead Bob's fiancé? What's up with that? Give me the inside scoop.
Yeah, Captain Janks, what is up with
They are very much in love.
Are they really?
Yes.
Have you hit on her yet?
No.
Really?
No.
Because you don't want to get your ass kicked by Crackhead
yeah.
Bob.
Krakenstein.
Krakenstein. Krakenstein. Do you have the acceptance speech that Kenneth Keith made?
I have to load it into the machine.
All right, load it in the machine, because that's funny.
Do what? Oh, yeah,
Crackhead, that is your fiancée. She is beautiful.
Huh?
She's beautiful.
Not me.
I know. When are you going to get married?
In a while. I'm waiting for you to marry you.
What?
I want you to marry me.
I don't want to marry you. Let her
What
marry
is he
you.
proposing to you? He's all confused.
What is her name again?
Nina.
Nina. Can you say Nina?
Dina.
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 Dina. Nina, you still in love with Crackhead Bob?
Very much so.
Have you cheated on Crackhead Bob at all during the relationship?
Not at all.
Say, I swear to God on my Lord Jesus Christ.
I love you, Jesus, and I love Bob, and I haven't cheated on him.
Really? Well, okay. That's
You know what's really
Jesus.
funny, Howard? If you call his house, he's got an answer machine message. That dog. And this is Nina. And we're not here right now. It's the funniest message I ever.
Really? I ought to call that. I'll have to call that sometime. It's unbelievable. Let's stand up. Take off your jacket. Let me see you.
She looks like she's lost weight.
You look, yeah, you've actually lost weight since you've been with Crackhead Bob.
Yeah, I'm back to teaching dance now. So.
Yeah, you look good. And no guys hit on you?
No.
Really?
No, all the time.
Really? Look at that.
She's a good-looking woman, isn't she?
Yeah.
She actually is. It's something very strange going on. See, some guy called me and said that you were having an affair with somebody behind Crackhead Bob's back.
Who?
I don't know, some crackpot, I guess. If you swear to on the Lord Jesus Christ, I do believe you.
You don't have that guy's number?
No.
Let's call him.
No, the guy hung up.
Oh, so he is a crackpot.
Yeah, he might, yeah.
Whatever.
When is the, so you don't have a wedding date?
Yeah,
We have no money.
Right. Who shaves Crackhead Bob? Because I see he has a goatee now.
She didn't.
She did? Yeah, because you have such a gimpy hand, I can't imagine you're able to shave.
But, you know.
You can't shave that.
I can tame.
Yeah? Yeah?
Come on now.
It's just funny to me because she's taking care of her looks and getting better looking, and Crackhead Bob is a mess.
Yeah. He's getting fat, too.
Yeah, I got
it. You got to work out, man.
Yeah. I got it.
And you having a lot of sex still?
Yeah.
Oh, sex.
Yes.
And wait a second, Nina. You said that he was having problems getting aroused?
Oh, not anymore.
Get close to that microphone.
Not anymore.
No?
No.
Is that because he told you not to say that? Because he was embarrassed? You're being honest?
No, we're getting more intimate now and getting to know each other a little
So
bit. It's been
less
8
sex.
months. Right, less sex.
How often are you having sex, Bob?
I want to dates. I mean,
every 3 weeks? 3 days a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
I think I'm there, yeah.
Yeah. Is it hard to get aroused or excited by Bob?
No.
It is not.
Mm-mm.
But why only 3 days a week? New couples usually do it every night.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on,
Your period?
no.
Every week?
I don't get that.
Oh, is there a little Crackhead Junior coming?
No, I have the injection where
Oh, good.
that also...
She should be on the injection. If she's having sex with Crackhead Bob.
Yeah, we don't want any more offspring.
You have the injection that keeps you from getting your period?
and keeps you from getting pregnant. You have to get it every 3 months.
You know that Donna D'Erico is on
It's
that?
on that same thing.
Wouldn't that scare you? I mean, not getting your
doesn't
period?
that do something to you?
It's really made me feel... Actually, it does decrease your sex drive, so that's why... Yeah.
You don't think it has anything?
You don't get pregnant.
You don't think it has anything to do with Crackhead Bob decreasing your sex life?
I don't think so.
What do you do to get her excited? When do you let her know that you're ready for sex, Bob? Do you shower? Do you? What do you do?
May I've showered and I want you. You know.
You say I want you.
On you, and I just dish you, and all the time dish you, and blows.
all the time.
All the time.
Blows, yeah.
Oh, he's been reading that John Gray book.
What do you do? Roses?
Roses.
Roses, yes. Yeah. And you grunt 2 times and she knows?
No.
No. So you put your arm around her.
Yeah.
You diss her.
He disses her all the time.
Right.
Is
he a good kisser, Nina?
Yeah.
He is? Let me see you 2 kiss again because I forget what that looks like. Let me see. Go ahead.
Tight.
Oh, my God. It's the sickest thing I ever saw.
All right, you can stop now.
Well, it is the real thing. That proves it.
Jeez.
Wow.
Okay, so, okay now?
Is he a good kisser?
Yeah, try him.
What? No, that's okay. Now, you're an attractive girl. You're telling me no other guys hit on you?
All the time.
And I don't notice.
Really?
All the time.
Because you have a big chest. I mean, imagine guys stare at that. And you display it very nicely. Right? And what do you do to satisfy Bob? Do you walk around the apartment nude?
I dance.
You dance for him?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What kind of dance do you do?
I'm a hip-hop instructor.
Let me see hip-hop. Let me give her some music. What is hip-hop?
Get on that
you mind
Hammer song.
do a little
see
for me.
what's
Do a
on,
little something for
I used to dance on the grind. It's like what
You
they
did?
do. Yeah.
You were a dancer on the grind?
Yes.
And now you're with Crackhead Bob?
Yes.
Wow.
Let me see a little of your dancing. I got to see how you move. Hold up.
Bob will dance with me.
All right, Bob, dance
Bob
with her.
dances?
This I got to see.
What the dealio?
Bob, are you a good dancer? Let me see this. Hold on. Can you hear the music? Put the headphones on. I don't care. Bob doesn't need music.
Yeah, because he's going to do the same regardless.
Let me see.
Tight.
Wow, look at that. She can move. And look at Bob. He can't move at all. Bob can barely hold her up. All right, sit down.
Okay.
Amazing. Are you guys a little embarrassed? Captain Janks, you never get girls, and Kenneth Keith, you hardly get girls.
And if you get girls, you always wind up fighting with them.
Right. When I do, I hope it's as nice as Nina.
Really?
Thank you.
I don't know. She could probably lose about 20 pounds. What do you think?
And you could about gain 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Huh? I'll help you lose it after the show.
You would like to have sex with her?
Well, I don't want to jump on Crackhead Bob's woman, you know.
Right. That wouldn't be smart.
He's a psychopath, man.
And that's coming from you.
Yeah, look, I got postcards made up with my picture on it.
Yeah, you have a lot of
wanted poster.
You have a lot of different. You have a lot of different businesses, right? You were doing porno for a while.
Oh yeah, but then I made the movie with Tom Cruise. That was before I was doing major motion pictures. But look, I got a poster now.
Kenneth Keith.
Hang that up in your house.
One of my favorite moments is when Kenneth Keith Kallenbach nominated me, put me into nomination for governorship of New York.
When we were at that Libertarian Party convention.
And the audience is filled, not only our fans, but also 50% of the audience
is
was
real libertarians.
real people who, conservative businessmen who are libertarians. And Kenneth Keith gets up and he says the following.
Kenneth Keith Kallenbach.
Uh-oh.
And I'm here to second the nomination of Howard Stern. You know, I don't read the newspaper, I don't watch TV, but I know when a good governor should be elected. Howard Stern for governor.
All right.
Yeah, Kenneth Keith coming
I
through.
just drove all the way up here from Philadelphia. I hardly slept at all. I'm tired. When I woke up, I wanted a turkey sandwich, but I didn't get one.
Oh, no.
When I was taking a shower this morning, I fell out of the bathtub. I was so excited. People think I'm a wacko. I'm here to say I'm no wacko. I know when there's a governor. Howard Stern's a governor. You know, do you think I feel like having violence? I don't want no violence. That's why Howard Stern should be elected governor.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I hardly had any sleep. Look at me. I'm dead tired. Hey.
Turkey sandwich.
Any questions? You got questions?
No. Get him off of there. He's taking questions. Get him
Hey, who wants to see my dildo?
Come on, get him out of there.
I got a dildo.
Get him out of there, Gary. Get him off there. Get him off, Gary. Get him off. Get him off, Gary. He's gone. He's gone. All right. Wow.
Yo. He's got that dildo in his pocket right now.
Look, I brought the dildo to show everybody.
Wow, there it is. There it is.
I didn't even know he was gonna be showing it. Hey, did you get that tape I sent you?
Which was what?
Where I when he fell asleep, I put.
This is great. This is great.
You were saying something to me about that one.
It's a real funny tape. Captain Janks and Kenneth Keith had a sleepover. And I guess Captain,
he were in a hotel room. He was on tour.
No. That's when we went and wrecked Don Imus's show.
Oh, you mean you did stuff to me when I was sleeping?
Oh, you don't know about this?
No, I don't know about this.
While you were asleep?
This is the first time I heard about it.
While you were asleep, he videotaped you.
Oh, my God.
And he took, rubber dildos and was, just bashing you in the head with them and rubbing them on your face. It was so funny, man.
You're a dick, you know that?
I got underwear and panties.
Yeah.
Put panties all over them and jock straps.
It was great.
Do you have a copy? I never even saw it.
I saw it. It's funny, man.
You better never go to sleep near me. I'm just telling you that right now. Because you won't have any hair left.
You'll cut off his hair?
I will cut off his hair and shave off his eyebrows.
Well, we unfortunately had chocolate pudding here, but the guy never showed up. He wanted to eat chocolate pudding from Crackhead Bob's butt.
Yeah, I know a guy who said that he was going to eat a frozen bag of Hank the Midget's vomit.
Yeah.
For a private parts package.
I read that. I heard about that. Yes. That was in all the newspapers.
Yeah, people will do strange things for that, you know?
They sure do want those private parts packages, don't they? Yeah, they really do love it. All right, Crackhead Bob, you feel that this relationship with Nina is going to go the long distance? You're really going to get married?
I think so.
Why the delay, Nina, in getting married? Are you having second thoughts?
No, not at all. But
it's like Barbara Streisand and James Brolin. She keeps putting him off.
Yeah, I know. Same kind of relationship.
No date.
Crackhead, you're anxious to get married, right? You want it already.
He wants to just get it done, but it's my first wedding. I don't want anything huge, but just
you want a little plan.
A little something, yeah.
Well, Crackhead, why don't you knock her up and then hide her drugs on her that keep her from getting pregnant?
I don't inject myself.
Crackhead, are you afraid you'll lose her if you don't marry her? Is that part of it? Be honest.
I think no. I think no.
But you must say, if I marry her, then I can't lose her. Maybe she'll be mine.
I am his.
Yeah, I am.
It doesn't even matter if you get
Tony, Howard, you got to see them together. I see them together all the time when they're not on the air and stuff, and they really are in love with each other.
Really?
Really?
What about his bad arm and bad leg? Does that slow things down in bed?
We're working on it. Sometimes he gets, I do exercises with him.
You do?
Yeah.
But when he makes love to you, it's only like being with half a man, right? Because
Not at all.
Really?
It gets very excited. And
the bad arm.
She can tell how it's going by the arm.
Wow. Well, it's unbelievable. And I suspect part of the reason you had problems getting aroused, Crackhead Bob, was because of your strokes, your multiple strokes from crack. I believe perhaps affected your penis somewhat.
No.
The left side.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Then what would be the reason? She's a beautiful woman. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get aroused.
I was far.
It might have been me. I had
No.
bad partners.
Really?
Yeah.
You think you were bad in bed?
I'm
You seem to move around pretty good on the dance floor. That's a good indication that a woman can, pretty much get it on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think now we're just on another level. We're taking it a little deeper.
Oh, butt stuff.
Yeah. Oh, God. Here we go.
Yeah. Come on now.
Any of that going on?
No.
Crackhead couldn't put that together.
No.
Not in his condition.
Maybe, but not now.
Not now. Maybe when you're married.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You want that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want that.
No.
You never did that with your first wife. I don't see why you'd get it with your second wife. And what about the other kind of pleasure? Does Bob perform everything on you? He really gives you a good workout? No, he doesn't.
Sure.
He doesn't.
I don't know.
Why not?
Do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah,
oral.
Bravo.
You don't do that to Nina?
Yeah.
Right. You don't do that.
No, all the time. All the time.
Nina says you don't.
No, all the time. Vibrator and
vibrator.
No,
I don't mean a vibrator.
No.
I mean, you kiss her all over her body.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, you do.
Oh yeah,
all over.
I like my toes to be sucked too.
And he does that?
Yeah.
Crackhead does that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Let me see that, Crackhead. I got to see that. Let me see that. Let me see your toes. Yeah, he'll do it. He don't care. He loves you. Yeah, let me see your toes. I want to see him suck your toes.
Okay.
I got to see that.
That dead Bob.
www.crackheadbob.com. That's right.
I don't know what you get there. But...
Well, you have very pretty feet, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean you, Bob.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Oh, my God.
He really loves you. He is...
Oh, God, he's got a whole foot in his mouth.
He's got the whole foot in his mouth.
I love you.
You love Crackhead Bob. No man ever did that for you, right?
Can I try it?
No. Hey, do you want my dildo?
Yeah.
You could try
Take it home with you.
You could try it with my feet, Janks. I got pretty feet.
I'm a nub. I'm a nub.
You are a nub.
Yeah.
All right.
It does. Thank Dopa.
All right. You really are in love. I never seen you do that with a woman.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I never saw you with a woman.
Come on now.
Nina, is that why you love him? Because other men wouldn't worship you like this? Would you advise other women out there to get guys who are deformed?
I wouldn't call him deformed.
Oh, I would.
I would advise other women to look into the heart and really listen.
You must have X-ray vision if you could look into his heart.
I mean, there's something very special about Bob that not.
Yeah, I'll say.
He's crippled.
Yeah.
They get the park.
He's so special. He's in the Special Olympics.
He's got those special parking spaces.
Yeah. I know why she wants it. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this in the worst way, Robin.
That's the cool part about hanging out with Bob. We go to a mall or something like that. We park right in the front.
Really? You got this special handicap parking?
Yeah.
Wow, good for you. Well, there's something.
He can park in the mall. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but
Bob, when you have sex with the beautiful Nina, what do you do? Do you I mean, because when the missionary position, you can't hold yourself up with one arm.
This odd, but I can do it. But
okay. So what do? You get on top, Nina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do, yeah. Bob lays on his back like a girl?
No.
He could get on top.
He can? Mm-hmm. Doesn't he topple over? Because he,
That would be pretty funny.
Because the strong arm has to hold him up, and then what does he do with the bad arm? Can he touch you with the bad arm? I like to touch my woman.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Oh, God, no.
We're coming out with a video. No.
Yeah, hi, you're on the air. Yes, hello?
Hello.
Yes, you're on the air.
You talking to Nina still?
Yes, I am. That's Crackhead Bob and Nina and Captain Janks and Kenneth Keith.
Do we have to accept phone calls?
You don't want to take a phone call? Why, do you have a past? You do?
I don't know who this is.
Who are you?
My name's Rick.
What about you?
I went to school with Nina. I was about a year older than her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about it?
She used to be the hottest chick in high school.
Really? Is that
The
true?
hottest thing.
You are a good-looking girl, I'll tell you that.
I don't.
Were you the hottest chick in high school? Seriously? You were?
I don't know.
Right.
As a sophomore, she blew everyone away.
Really?
Yeah, then all of a sudden she went out with this guy, and I think she went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Turned into a psycho.
Are you a psycho at all?
No.
You are not?
Nothing.
You don't want to talk to this guy?
Nothing.
Oh, dear. I wonder.
Must be something going on
Must be
there.
your psycho listeners.
Schizo.
Schizo.
Come on.
By that?
Hey, don't say that about
really.
Crackhead Bob's girl.
If Crackhead Bob ever catches up with you, buddy, I really feel bad for you.
Yeah.
But what do you mean she's a psycho?
What do you mean she's a psycho? I don't see her acting like a psycho. She seems pretty nice.
She's got to be psycho. She's going out with Crackhead Bob.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know,
you and
this
me
is what-
right now.
Yeah.
You take a lot of abuse, Nina, for dating Crackhead
Yes,
Bob?
and I don't like that.
It's like going out with the Elephant Man or something, right? I
It's
mean,
not-
people
it's not
try to make
right.
fun.
People don't know him, so they should just, you know.
Oh, I know him. They should be very scared.
Come on.
No, he's a doll. He's a doll.
Exactly.
He's beautiful. He's
Everyone
beautiful.
loves him.
It's his real love, Robin. It's unbelievable.
Isn't it amazing?
Most of the guys like Kenneth, Keith, and Captain Janks have a hard time getting women. I never thought Crackhead Bob would be. Oh, a ring?
A ring, too.
That you bought her that?
It's a doorknob.
What is that thing? It's a big diamond. Where did you get the money for that? From your appearances?
Yeah. Just write it down. I mean, I just want.
What does a ring like that cost?
That's a huge ring.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
What does a ring like that cost?
Beautiful.
That is your engagement ring?
Yes.
I see. And what is it? Did you take him home to meet your parents?
Last time. Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah. How did your parents react to him?
Oh, they love him.
They do. They like him. I see. All right.
Yeah, you know what it is? Every time I tell the girls, they find out the stuff that I did on the show. They just don't want anything to do with me.
Right.
Yeah, he gets the women, but once they find, I mean, they go up to him, but then when they find out what he's done on the show, that's the end of it.
Like what? What is it that turns them off?
I don't know, the smoke blowing out of the eyes and all that stuff.
Yeah?
Making duty in the woods.
It's not you don't think, huh?
No, but he really does try hard. I mean, he gives out his phone number to almost every girl he runs into.
Really? And it's like fishing. No one, there's no return on that, huh?
It's only a matter of time. He'll get hooked.
You'll get a girl. You had a girl before, but then didn't you beat her or something?
Remember you were trying to break into her house?
What?
Yes.
The only thing I was beating off.
All right. Anyway, it is the Whack Pack. Congratulations, Crackhead Bob, on your nuptials. Certainly, everyone is looking forward to
Is there
those.
going to be a prenuptial agreement?
Will you sign a prenuptial agreement?
She's just hanging around with him to get on the show. Isn't that right?
I don't think so.
Really? You think you're really in love?
I don't know.
Kenneth Keith can't get it. He just doesn't get this.
I get it.
It's called love, and you wouldn't know anything about it, probably.
Will you sign a prenuptial agreement?
I know all
We
that.
decided against it.
You did?
Yeah.
Did either of you have anything? I mean, neither of you have a pot to piss in. Why would you?
So why do we
if Crackhead Bob should get anything, he should go to the Tids, don't you think?
Yeah, the Tids. Have the Tids met? Have your children met Nina?
Yeah,
they have. Do they like their new stepmom?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Robert's birthday.
Birthday.
Yeah.
And everything's okay there?
He's still not seeing them.
Really? You're not seeing your kids?
Yeah.
What's up with that, Bob?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
The kids love you, though, right?
Yeah, but all of a sudden, no more. I think because of maybe you know.
Oh, the kids have a problem.
Oh, with Dina?
No, with us.
With us. Oh, the kids have a problem.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
listen,
breaking up that.
a lot of kids have a problem with us. They wouldn't be the only kids. Shows they're quite normal.
I think they get a little ribbing in school and they're a little upset.
I see. Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead. Yes, hello.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 months ago, I was up in Philadelphia for the weekend.
Yes.
And Captain Janks was at the show. He was doing like an MC, and he was doing trivia, and he said that whoever won the trivia would get an autographed Howard Stern book.
Right.
Well, I got the autographed book and everything. I won. And a few weeks later, a friend of mine told me that Captain Janks was doing forgeries.
Is that true, Captain Janks?
No, it's not.
Where do you get these things?
Well, who are you? What show was I at? What show is this?
Honestly, I don't know. That was my
you
first time
forgot
in
where it was,
Philadelphia.
but you forgot where it was?
Yeah, I'm not from Philadelphia.
Well, what club were you at?
But
Do you know where you go?
What I did is I looked up in an autograph book, and it has a copy.
But if you went to a club and won,
and it
something,
didn't match up.
Wouldn't you remember where you won that at?
No.
You don't remember what club you were at? You were just coming through Philly and you happened to stop in.
No, I have a friend that lives in Philly, and he took me there.
No, do you have the book?
What's that?
Do you have the book?
Yeah, I do.
Bring it in. Bring it in right now. Bring it in right now. Where you from?
Why don't you Xerox it and fax it to us?
Xerox it and fax it over, buddy.
I can do that.
Yeah, and what
But how's that going to prove
I'd like to know. Yeah,
Janks did?
well, I'm just saying. I'd like
I'll
to know.
look at the signature. I'll know if it's
But
there.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean he got the book from Captain Janks. He could be just saying.
Well, I'm saying I'd like to know
Where's the proof that he got this book from Captain Janks?
What show is this at? What club was I at? What club did you show up at? Do you know where you went?
No, I don't.
Well, then what the hell are you even calling in for, making accusations if you weren't even there?
What did Captain Janks do at this club?
He was doing trivia, things
And
like
what was
that.
the trivia?
Crackhead Bob, do you think that Captain Janks would do such a thing?
I think no.
You'd think no.
I've done appearances with him 100 times.
Yeah.
But let me ask you now.
You seem to be getting a bad rap out there.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I don't believe this guy. I believe this guy.
You're
wasn't
sounding
even
very
at a
guilty. You're more defensive than OJ.
Well, wouldn't you be? I mean, wouldn't you remember where you went? Do you remember where you were? Do you
No.
remember what club it is? Then how
No.
can you make that accusation? You know, what question did I ask you to give you that?
All right, you're all annoying me now. Okay, listen, Captain Janks, congratulations. Kenneth Keith Kallenbach.
By the way, that guy's called in. He's a jerk off.
All right, Crackhead Bob and Nina now. Nina Bob.
Yeah, I got a song coming out on the new CD that YSP's putting together.
And what is it called?
Well, they're putting I Got Beers on the new compilation CD.
Yeah,
It's coming
YSP's
out.
doing a compilation
It's for
CD and they're
charity.
lifting one of his
It's for
songs.
charity,
All
so
right.
I'm a nice guy.
Oh, he's doing charity.
Yeah, I'm doing charity work.
Well, there you go.
I got beers.
All right, and we'll take a break. Ron will do the news for everybody when we get back. Okay.
And have him placed in a home detention kind of setting so that they can take care of him. But I think they want to try to keep this guy in jail. The question is, could he have been running the mob with this dementia?
I don't know.
All of a sudden, you don't know anything.
I don't know everything.
A second ago, you knew which was the worst kind of murder.
Gigante is what Italian chicks call my penis.
Former President Ronald Reagan is expressing support for a fellow icon of conservatism, Barry Goldwater. There have been reports that the former Arizona senator is in the early stages of Alzheimer's.
Imagine the conversations they must have.
Now they're right on sync again.
Hello, who is this? I don't know.
Who is this?
What? I'm, Richard Lewis. Who? I'm Richard Lewis. I thought you were Ronald Reagan. Who's that? Well, what'd you do today? I wrote a letter to a fire hydrant. Who's this, Barry Goldwater? I don't know. I got Alzheimer's. I don't even know who I am. Who are you again? I don't know.
It's a great conversation.
Hey, it's great talking to you. Why? What do you got to go do? I don't know. Gonna go watch Red Skelton. It's coming over. We're gonna draw pictures of clowns. Steve Allen's gonna come over and explain to us what we're doing. Sounds like fun. Okay. I gotta go now. Put my hat on so I can visit Abraham Lincoln. He's dead. Well, that's terrible. When did he go? Like 150 years ago. That's terrible. No one told me.
Reagan and his wife Nancy say they know all too well about Alzheimer's cruelty. They say they hope Goldwater and his family will be given the privacy that deserves.
Hello, Barry? Yes, I think. You don't know who you are? No. Neither do I. What'd you have for breakfast? I ate a brick. A brick? Yes, I ate the brick to my house. I burned my ear when I answered the iron. Me too. I thought the iron was the phone. Me too.
Goldwater's family confirmed on Tuesday that at least one doctor has blamed a 1996 stroke for what appears to be Alzheimer's.
I'm going to watch Donna D'Erico on E! tonight on the Howard Stern Show. Who's that? I don't know.
But relatives of Goldwater also say other doctors are differing in their opinions as to whether the Arizona Republican has the disease. Reagan disclosed in 1994 that he was suffering from the illness.
Howard Stern is my dog. My nose is sore. Why's that? I closed the sliding door, then walked into it. Really? Remember when you were president? No. Do you remember when you were president? Yes.
Goldwater was never president.
I thought I was. You ran against LBJ. I think you won. Right. What's your favorite zoo animal? A telephone. What? This is a good conversation that annoying wife of mine doesn't understand. I gotta go now. I gotta go kiss the garbage and throw away my wife. Okay. Have a good day, Mr. President. Who? You were president. Right. You must be crazy. I'm gonna make a pelican out of a paper mache. Red Skeleton made clowns, but he's dead now.
Yeah, those two guys must have some conversation now that they both have Alzheimer's. Must be sick.
Who's this?
Way into the night.
Yeah. Well, they're very close.
I heard we're close. I heard that too. I wonder what we talked about when we had half a brain. Yeah, it's pretty bad, this Alzheimer, isn't it? Yeah. Last night we had a candlelight dinner. I set fire to the top of Nancy's head. I think I'm going to run for president.
All right.
What do you do in a situation like this? In Mineola, a family...
You said your dad has Alzheimer's, right?
Yes.
He's pretty out there, right?
Yes.
Do you ever talk to him on the phone?
Occasionally.
Does he ever say, like, who are you?
No.
They brief him before you get on the phone?
They brief him before he gets on the phone.
It's like the president. He has to be briefed. Oh, this would be your daughter, Robin.
Hello there, Robin. How you doing, baby? I had a good day today. I stepped in some dog crap, so I opened up the refrigerator and I mooned the mailman.
Yeah, the thing you don't want to do is ask a question.
Right. What'd you do today?
Well, you know what the Alzheimer is. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
That's all.
There are all degrees of love. Now, what happens is when someone adopts a child, it's not that the parents don't love the child. The adopted child, in most cases, in 99 3/4% of the cases, never feels truly loved. Now, what does that mean?
Who doesn't ever
Now, how do we know this? How do we know this?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it. Was the adopted parent or the adopted child never feels
The adopted child never feels love. Because we know this because the child burns to meet its real parents.
Sometimes. About 50%.
Mostly.
Do you know the statistics?
And, neither do you. I just know from people I know that are adopted.
Well, I'm much closer.
When did you tell your child he was adopted?
I've had my child since she's 3 months. She's now 5 years.
Okay. And the child knows it's adopted?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Because that was...
And if you notice that the biological child will always feel more love, because it's only natural. The parents... Whenever that adopted child starts to go wrong, you know, at 15, kids start to act out, no matter who they are, no matter how good they are. You start to look at them and I don't recognize that trait.
What makes you think so, Howard?
Darling, you want to deny it or you want to face it?
Your daughter's only 5. You haven't lived through this yet.
5 is a cute age.
I'm living through it.
No, you're not. I told you haven't lived through it. Oh, I wouldn't live through it. I would not adopt.
Well, that's your prerogative.
I don't want somebody else's mess.
My child is a genius. She is
is that right?
And she's been pronounced gifted by her teacher.
Oh, gifted. Yes, I've heard that. You sound like every yenta. You sound like every yenta. Are you a yenta? Are you a Jewish woman?
As a matter of fact...
You are, aren't you?
I'm not.
No, you are. Why don't you admit
I'm
it?
not. I'm a Christian woman.
Oh, you're Christian. Are you married to a Jewish guy?
Excuse me?
Because you sound like somebody the yentas that my wife knows out on Long Island.
Just a minute.
My child tested very highly.
She has been certified, gifted.
All right,
Gifted.
she's eating. She can't...
And is she in a gifted school?
She doesn't go to school yet. She's only 5.
Oh, and she's gifted, and yet she's not in school yet.
She's in preschool, but she's off today with me because I'm off.
And how do you know she's gifted?
Because her pediatrician said so and her teacher said so.
Her teacher and her pediatrician.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that the gifted one crying now into her oatmeal?
No, that's one of the twins.
I see.
They're
gifted also, or no? Are the twins gifted?
I don't know.
It's too early to tell, probably. I'm sure they're gifted as well.
I don't think they're as gifted as she is, to be quite honest with you. I think they're...
Well, all I'm saying is the child that actually sprung from your loins will always feel closer to you than the kid you picked off a shelf like a box of cornflakes.
Well, I didn't pick her off a shelf.
And every time that kid acts out, you will subconsciously... You will subconsciously say, I don't recognize that in myself.
No, Howard, you're totally wrong. We couldn't have been closer.
We couldn't have been closer, and we could never be closer. My husband, I'm speaking for him. He's listening.
By the way, thank God that kid's gifted. I mean, I guess you have to create a whole bubba mindsa in order. A bubba mindsa.
What's that?
You have to create a whole little fairy tale around this kid in order to love her more.
No, absolutely not.
What is it? She got an A in building blocks or modeling clay?
No, she took an
You know, it's funny. I had friends who had gifted children. It's funny now. One is in a drug rehab center, and the other one now is was supposed to be a brain surgeon, but now I think he has photographic equipment in his basement. He's trying to start a picture company.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about that, and I can't tell you how she's going to turn out, but I do know that she knows she's loved.
Yes, she is loved, like I love my cat.
Dearly. No.
No,
I have
okay.
three. No, Howard, I have 3 dogs. Okay.
Yes.
I've had animals. I've had cats when I was a kid.
You love those dogs?
Oh, dearly.
Right.
They were our children.
And you
for
love your
7
children
years.
like a dog.
Then you replace them with real children.
Right. Any woman who collects dogs, you decided to collect a kid. That's all.
There's a difference.
I don't say you don't love the child. I'm just saying that there will be this thing in the back of your mind. It's a subconscious thing that where your little child is worth more.
No,
to
absolutely
you.
wrong.
Absolutely.
No,
That's why
you're
most
wrong.
adopted
I speak from
kids go to
experience.
search for a
You
new
do
set
not.
of parents. They search
All
for
right,
their
let's
original.
ask a question. If you were in a boat, on a rowboat, and the thing started to fall apart,
Go ahead.
and you could only save 2 of your children,
Right.
would you save the twins or the adopted one?
I'll answer that for her because it's too painful for her to face.
No,
She'll save
I
the
have
twins.
To think about it, but it has nothing to do with the adoption.
You can only save 2.
Well, Howard, if
Which one are you going to throw overboard, my darling? Why don't you answer the
question?
Why don't you answer the question?
Well, why don't you answer the question?
All right, I will. I have 3 children.
Right. So if you could only save 2, which 2 would you save? How do you answer?
I would always save the 2 that I know the best and the longest.
Well,
Of course. I hardly know the new one.
that's what you do. Okay, so that's what I would do.
Of course.
That's what I would do.
Oh,
The
that's
one
what
I
you
know
would
the
do?
best-
You're a liar.
No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not a
Which
liar.
kid is going to be
Check with
fish
my
food?
doctor, check with my doctor.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I'll
All
get
right.
the information
Well, good.
together.
All right. You know what? You're different than all the other people in the world.
Well, I'm different than all the people you're talking about.
Well, darling, listen, we could argue this all day. Like Plato, we could sit here and philosophize. You'd be Socrates to my Plato. What can I say?
No, that's okay. I'm not interested in doing
All
that
right.
either.
Why don't you, you know what you ought to do? I'll tell you what. When you're on that boat, you save all the kids and drown yourself. How's that? All right? And leave me alone. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, there she is. Little Miss Goody Two-Shoes. Heidi on the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Rebecca Sunnybrook Vaughn. Which one of your children would you throw overboard? Such an easy question. She thought she had me on that one, didn't she? Numbskull. She dares to battle with me? King of all media? All right, very good, Robin. We'll take a break. I'll listen to the rest of this ABC report with you as we clear up any misconceptions that might have been formulated due to this report. Boy, there's going to be hell to pay at home.
But you have to answer the tough questions here.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course, is a big deal.
He's
you can see him.
guy.
Good-looking guy. You like him. No wonder he's getting a divorce.
Good guy.
Probably getting tons of poonage.
I'm telling you.
Evidently,
Now he's acting.
well, evidently, the last time he was on Nash Bridges, it was their highest-rated show.
Yeah, and they say I guess he's trying to get into Yasmin Bleeth's
Pants?
pants.
Is that right? You can't. Stone Cold should be able to close the deal on Yasmin Bleeth. There he is with the real doll. I've given him some angry rock and roll music behind him. It
That's
seems
that
fitting.
WWF kind of music.
Yeah, this is WWF kind of music. To listen to this music, Stone Cold, and tell me if this is... You hear that? That's like a good intro thing for you. A tough guy.
I dig it.
You dig that? Yeah, that's your music.
You can walk into that.
Stone Cold, of course, I understand congratulations are in order that when you were on Nash Bridges the last time, this was the highest rated episode?
Oh, yeah, it ended up being the highest rated show in the history of the deal there. What, they've been on the air 4 or 5 years or whatever, so that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
They pushed it hard, pushed it here, and the WWF did the same thing.
Right.
So that was a positive response.
Yeah, so that makes you feel good. Maybe acting is your future. Have you been thinking about that?
No, I'm right in the middle of a hell of a run. Not a whole lot of people get to do what I've done. So
it's true.
I've got a little bit left in me. I can't walk away from this thing right in the middle of it. I'm gonna finish my run with the World Wrestling Federation. That's what I got to do.
Are you superstitious? Like, do you ever when you're having tremendous good luck like this? Are you superstitious? Do you go, oh my God, it's going to end if I don't do this and I don't do that? Like, I have to be a good person and stuff like that.
Live up to every word I've ever said.
I don't know about being a good person, but like as far as going to the ring, like some of the things I do, like I always put my right boot on first.
Right.
Yeah.
You see, it's like obsessive compulsive disorder. If it goes away, everything will go away if I don't put my right boot on first.
But you know what it's saying? It's
right?
It's not about you. It's some luck that fell on.
Well, because it's over. You know what it is? You look at all pattern. Right. You look at all the guys in the WWF or guys who want to be there, and you say, well, God, why did you choose me? Why am I successful?
Why fall on me? Huh?
Right? And then you say, well, maybe it's all magic, so I'll try and control it with my boot, or something, like some ritual, right?
All right, I have a magic boot. I wasn't going to tell you, but it's a magic boot.
You got a magic boot.
Now, what happens if one of the wrestlers hears this and says, I'm just rip off his boot?
Yeah, I'll steal his magic boot.
It don't matter if you rip it off or not, but when I get another one, I got to put the right one back on first.
I'll steal all his boots.
Yeah.
Boot. So you have rituals like the boot. Do you have any other rituals that are bizarre, perhaps?
No, not bizarre, but then I would tape the left wrist up first.
Always the left.
Always.
Right
Why?
boot, left
I don't know.
wrist.
It's just some kind of a habit I got into.
Is the left better than the right? Is there something about that? Like if I tape up my
since
left...
I'm right-handed, I'll go ahead and use this right hand to tape up the left.
But does it go through your mind, if I tape my left wrist, I'll be successful for another year?
Maybe the success will continue.
Yeah, you're ready for a nervous breakdown. That's what it is.
I'm through all that. Through all that. I'm done. It's a done deal.
That's it. Oh, the divorce is over?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I can't go through a whole lot of details because they'll probably sue me or whatever, but that's a whole done deal.
No kidding. How did it happen so fast? Most people spend 10 years getting divorced.
Especially when there's money involved.
I waited my little waiting period and then had everything settled and then signed some papers and then it was pretty much...
Your wife was agreeable?
Very agreeable.
Right.
What, were you very generous?
Yeah, you must have been generous.
Damn right I was generous. That's why I'm not walking away from the World Wrestling Federation anytime soon.
Right, all the money you made is gone.
Do you owe her anything now?
I don't owe anybody nothing.
So you're saying that now you're a single man, and the rumor was, as Robin just said, that Stone Cold was making a move on Yasmin Bleeth during the shooting of Nash Bridges. Wow. That you were trying to get her. Now, I can't believe you're a handsome man. Everybody knows that. And
I wouldn't go that far.
And now you're single. I can't imagine that you couldn't get Yasmin Bleeth if you didn't want her.
No, that was strictly professional, Howard. I was out there cutting the rug on the dance floor, taking some ballroom dance classes.
You went dancing with her?
No.
Did you?
It's part of the thing old Jake Cage, the character I played, he's trying to romance her. He's throwing into multi-syllable words, vocabulary upgrade. I'm trying to take some dance classes to impress her. I'm the worst dancer in the damn world.
Right.
So anyway, no, there was no sparks there. It was all on a professional level.
And she didn't want the Stone Cold wiener.
Well, I didn't ask her that. But,
right. But is she an attractive woman? I mean,
yeah, she's definitely attractive. I'll give her that. She's first class to me.
Right. So you didn't put any moves on her, nothing.
No,
who are you going out with then? Have you dated?
But the greatest thing about being divorced now is you're free to date.
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing. But God dang, in 1999, you got to watch out. A lot of things out there.
You put a little rubber on that thing. That's all.
But see, then again, you got to go quality control. I mean, Jesus Christ, you're trusting all your shit to a.
What's that escort?
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I'll clean it up.
I'll clean it up.
Too much coffee already.
He's got to be like the guy who had the barbed wire incident. You got to wait until you really care.
Yeah, hold on a second. There's a woman on the phone who's a fan of yours, and she's crying. Either you got her pregnant or
oh, no.
Jezebel, is that you?
Yeah, hi, Stone Cold.
Hi, honey.
Yeah, I just want to thank you because of you, I lost 35 pounds. You encouraged me.
Who's he, Richard Simmons?
Yeah.
Shut the hell up, Howard.
Oh, please.
I'll get Stone Cold kick your ass.
How did he encourage you to lose 35 pounds?
Well, what happened was he encouraged me to keep on going because, as he had 8 years. He couldn't, he busted his ass for 8 years, and look at where he's at right now.
So you think you're going to be there?
What are you planning to do?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? Let me talk to Stone Cold, right?
How you doing, honey?
Hey, honey, what are you crying? What are you, baby?
I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah,
I have everything of his. My room is covered with him.
What do you have of Stone Cold? Is that?
Action figures, boxers, bangers, CD.
How old are you?
Everything, The whole 9 yards. Posters.
Really?
How old is she?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Oh. Would you like to marry Stone Cold?
Oh, yeah.
You
Anytime.
would? Well, he ain't getting married again.
He's free.
That'll be a damn long time.
Right.
Oh,
you better be prepared to sign a prenuptial agreement.
That's a given.
That's right. So you are in love with him. And what do you want? Go ahead. I'll let you have your moment.
I worship him, okay?
Have you ever met him in person?
Well, I went to Regis and Catalina last time he was there, and I gave him the CD so he could sign it.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember signing it.
Oh,
You remember signing one.
At 16 years old, do you have a boyfriend?
No, I don't.
Have you ever been with a man?
No.
You haven't. So you would give your virginity to Stone Cold?
Oh, hell yeah, anytime.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that's an honor. Have you ever taken a girl's virginity?
No.
No. Yo, Stone Cold. Have you ever been with a virgin, Stone Cold?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Well, I've never
You've
had
had that on.
Oh, Howard, come on, man.
Have you had that?
What?
You've taken a
many
girl's
times?
virginity?
I mean, we're going back pretty, years ago.
Really?
Years ago.
I never got
But
that.
how many times? Did he do it more than once?
Oh, yeah.
Well, after the first time, she wasn't a virgin,
no,
honey.
I meant any more than one virgin.
You say taking about 80 virgins. You know what it is? He's a good-looking guy. He's
Yeah,
built.
yeah.
No girl ever wanted me to be the first because a girl explained it to me once. She says, "Look at you." She goes, "Do you know that when a girl makes love to a guy the first time, she remembers him the rest of her life?" Oh wait, the mother's yelling at her. Shh.
Hello?
Who's that? Your mom?
No, my sister.
Oh, she was yelling at you.
No, she was telling me to tell you that I have a sister, 18 years old.
All right, whatever. Hey, anyway, so the girl explained to me that she doesn't want anyone. She would remember me for the rest of her life, and she didn't want to remember me the rest of her life.
No,
Yeah.
that was not a nice thing to say.
Yeah, she says you'll be in my head the rest of my life, and I don't need
really
that.
think you remember the first that long?
Yeah, supposedly you do. Supposedly a woman does.
Austin.
Yeah, go ahead, talk
Hello,
to him.
Austin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, what do you prefer, boxers or briefs?
Look, either or.
Either or? All right.
Yeah, it depends on what the occasion is,
Right.
Basically briefs, I guess.
That's an important question.
Are you looking for a woman right now?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How about me?
He's looking at.
How old do you like to date?
Be honest. Would you date anyone
I'm very
older than
mature,
21?
Very mature.
Very mature.
All right, okay, get out of here, girls. I'm tired of you. You're really interrupting my
Yeah,
conversation.
now that you are a dating man, what are you looking for?
Right.
Still, the criteria is the same. Breathing, what
pretty much
say last time?
Pretty much good looking, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right. But you, so see, I'm excited for you now. Now you're
Are you
single.
excited for
Yeah,
me?
I
What's
am.
really
I am.
about to happen to you?
I would like to live vicariously through you. You're suddenly single.
Right.
You're at the top of your career.
You're at the top of your career. You got some dough.
I had some dough.
You had some dough. Let me understand something.
You said goodbye to some dough.
There you go.
Let me understand something. Did you have to give up more than half of your money?
Well, I can't go into details because in hell they'll take more money from me. But
she got a house.
Everything's way cool. She's doing real good.
Everything's way cool.
Yeah. You'll find me around the corner at the lunch line here in a minute.
So in other words, but you have some dough left for yourself.
Yeah, I had
You're not going to have to get like a little studio apartment and a Volkswagen.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hot plate and like roommates.
Yeah, I had one of those when I first started wrestling, so I'm just going to break them out of storage.
Right, yeah, you might have to go back to that. So now you're single, and what is the first thing you do as a single man? Did you go on a date? Did you bang some chick?
Have you done it with somebody
No,
new yet?
I'm just kind of cruising around still.
Cruising around.
He hasn't. When was the last time he had sex?
Oh, probably last night.
No.
You probably got a girlfriend already, right?
For the record, last night, no, it didn't happen last night.
You did not have sex last night?
No, I didn't.
Really? You slept alone?
I did.
You were in the hotel room by yourself?
Yes, I was.
Man, that's pretty bad. You're kidding me.
It sounds good, though, doesn't it?
See, I just thought that you already would be back in the swing of things. Guy like yourself.
Just pick up some damn tramp somewhere.
Right.
You got to do a little bit better than that.
You can do better.
Yeah.
All right. So you're out on the circuit promoting the Nash Bridges, but also the big pay-per-view event.
Right.
Now, what's going on here?
All right, Stone Cold
What do you
versus...
mean what's going on here?
You will be versus The Undertaker. Stone Cold against Undertaker.
Over the edge.
Yeah, I don't even know who Undertaker
Wait a
is.
minute, but who's got the belt?
I got it, honey.
You got it. Okay.
You got that right.
All right.
You got a belt.
Oh, the champion.
All right.
Does your wife have half of that?
Yeah, I got a skill saw. Cut the damn thing right down the middle.
Are you and your wife now talking to one another?
Oh, it's amicable split. Everything's pretty cool.
Everything's cool.
Yeah, well, it ought to be.
You're able to
Yeah.
she's a wealthy woman.
Visit his money.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk to a couple of your fans. Tom, you're on with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What's going on, Howard?
Hey, man.
I'd like to ask Steve, how much coke do you do before you get in the ring?
What do you mean?
Why? What are you saying?
It's all cracked up.
If Steve's doing coke, I don't think he wants to admit it here.
What do you know something?
No, I don't know anything.
Steve, what about it? Are you doing any coke?
No, that's a lame question. I drink coffee, Diet Cokes, and 7-Ups. Pretty much my ritual before the match.
Ever try ecstasy?
You guys are real jackass. No, I've never done ecstasy. I'm not big into that.
Everybody I know wants to do ecstasy with me.
No, mate.
And then I say, well,
when I hear about that ecstasy, it's like, everybody said, oh, it's cool. It's like an 8-hour trip. Hey, man, I'm not going to take a pill. It's going to freak me out for 8 hours. I don't dig that. That's not me.
Yeah, that kind of is scary to me. I did drugs early on in my life. I did LSD, and you couldn't come down from it. It was very difficult to come down from it.
Getting off the bus once you get off.
So what if you do this ecstasy and then you can't get out of it?
Well, someone made it in their damn bathtub to begin with. Oh,
right, exactly.
Well, there was a bar dial soap or something. You're taking this pill that someone created. No, next question. No coke, no ecstasy.
None of that.
No.
Well, I keep
straight to heroin.
I keep meeting people. Yeah, I keep meeting people.
That's a whole different story. That's all you had to say.
A little weed is okay though, isn't it?
Yeah. No, don't do that either.
You don't do any weed.
Yeah, that's out.
Never tried it.
No, I tried it. That's out.
But it's out.
That's mellow. It makes you sit there like a damn vegetable.
Right. Yeah, I know. I got a guy working for me.
From it. You give me a truckload of it, I just give it right back to you.
Really?
No, it's got no use.
So that can't. That will not seduce you. You will not turn to a life of drug abuse.
Hell no.
No.
I ain't got no time.
All right. And drinking though, you'll drink.
No, now you've done something.
Right, now that's all right.
What you want to drink, I'm there for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I would ask you, if we're going to talk about drugs, did you ever get hooked up some of that juice?
No, I never got.
No.
I wish I had done it. I got to tell you the truth.
Well, we were talking about that last time when I was here.
You've done the juice, right?
That was years ago.
Right.
Remember we talked about
steroids.
Why everybody's okay. So
I'm sorry I never did it, and I'll tell you why.
Come on.
Because he could look like Steve.
Yeah, I did a lot of drugs when I was in high school and college. Yeah. I did LSD, I did hash, I did ups, I did downs, I did it all.
But nobody was doing
what's the LSD like?
LSD is maybe the biggest nightmare you will ever be in.
Yeah.
It is. I found it to be horrible. I'll tell you why. Like you say, some guy makes it in his bathtub, and then you take it, and I was given a 4-way hit, enough for 4 people. And I hallucinated so heavily. I'm glad I'm alive right now because I think I would have been in the funny farm. I was like a schizophrenic. I could. If I looked at you, you would have been melting, and I mean real heavy hallucinations. And I got scared out of my mind.
Right.
So I swore off all drugs after that, but I've fallen off the wagon since then. I smoke a little weed once in a while. Once in a while, the pressure gets to me. I have smoked some weed.
Everybody's got to have a vice.
Right. But I you know what? I don't even like weed. I don't even know why I smoke it once in a while. I don't like it.
There's something to do.
Yeah. I get stupid every once in a while.
You forget.
I do forget.
You don't like it.
Yeah, and I mean, I loved Quaaludes. I was like almost addicted to those, because it was like being drunk without drinking. But I swore off all those pills and all that kind of stuff. And I wish I had at least tried steroids because at least the result would have been I'd have some muscle, some mass. I'm a skinny geek. I got a thin neck. I work out in the gym all the time, and I can't get any size. So at least if I had done a drug, if it was steroids, I would have gotten a little bigger.
How do you get to look like you? Do you have like a natural propensity to do that? Like if you hauled lumber, you'd still look like that.
No, man. I'm on a downhill. I'm coming off my little downhill slide from the last 3 months ordeal I went through. I'm trying to get back in shape. I ain't training. I don't know how long.
Yeah, that divorce will really take the muscle out of you.
But you're damn right it will. It's hard to eat.
Right.
Like when you're working out, I mean, like what do you do? A lot of cardio, your weights, basically.
Yeah, I run. I do weightlifting. I do it all. But I tell you, I still have a paunch. I got breasts like a woman,
flabby.
I'm flabby. I'm not hard.
That's right. It's a healthy flab.
Yeah, I'm thinking of trying the juice because they say the reason you shouldn't do steroids is because it'll damage your liver when you get older and stuff. I'm older already, so I might as well just do it. I'm healthy. So when I'm 90, I'll get liver damage. Who cares?
Well, I was looking this creatine stuff. They showed this tennis player.
Yeah.
In the paper the other day, like before she started creatine and now after, she's got arms as big as Steve Austin.
Really? I'm thinking of going on creatine. What do you think of that?
I use some of that stuff because it makes you naturally just hold some water. Yeah, it'll put maybe 8 pounds on you. Yeah,
I think I need that.
I highly recommend it. It works.
Do?
It's safe. Yeah.
Yeah. You do it.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Well, I got some in my bag. I'm bad about doing that stuff, man. It's just, give me a regimen of vitamins and stuff like that. I ain't gonna go on a regular time schedule to take all that junk.
Yeah, because to me you look like a man. You know what I mean? I look like a woman.
I drink enough. I drink enough calories through the beer or whatever, and then I'm able to maintain.
Between beer and drinking and stuff.
He's on a beer regimen.
Beer and
I can always maintain that.
A lot of guys I know just drink beer in good shape.
I know.
It's unreal. All right, come on, a couple more fan calls. Go ahead, Roy. You're on with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Howard?
Yeah, they're giving me the high side. I only got 5 more minutes with them. Go ahead.
Steve.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Beautiful.
I had to lie to get on the phone with you, man.
What did you lie about?
I had to lie about who your ex-wife was dating.
Who did you say?
I said Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He didn't want to hear about that.
I just wanted to say something to you, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this. What's going on with you and Vince McMahon?
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on, man.
Please, man, we ain't going to go into that. Allison, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to tell Stone Cold that I love him so much. I stay home every Sunday and Monday to watch his wrestling show.
Are you physically attracted to him? Is that it?
Physically, mentally, everything.
You feel
I
mentally?
love him. I love him.
What do you wear when you wrestle? Do you wear like just the underpants?
No, just black trunks, black boots, real basic stuff.
And
He is so hot.
Can you see your package through the trunks? Is that part of the appeal?
Yes,
it is.
you can.
Is that done on purpose so that the women will go wild?
Do you stuff?
No, I'm not trying to be a
stud
heartthrob by any stretch of the imagination.
But you wear like a bathing, like it's almost like Superman bathing trunks. Yeah, those things. Yeah, I see.
He is so sexy.
Appreciate it, Allison.
Yeah, and what do you have? You have a big package and it shows through the trunks?
It's normal shit. Watch the language.
Oh, my God.
Normal
stuff.
Man, I'm not... Yeah, well, I do what I do. I'm not... I got no reason to jump into the porn industry.
You should see me the truck.
They're not going to run after you. Of money.
So, honey, you like him because you see his body and you get turned on.
Yes.
How old are you? How old abroad are you?
I'm 24.
24, and you're hot?
Pretty hot, yeah.
Right, so that's why Stone
right
Cold...
up in that category.
That's probably why you had to get divorced. This is too tempting. Girls like Allison will have sex. You would have sex with Stone Cold,
Oh,
right?
my God, in a heartbeat.
Right, he wouldn't even have to do much. If you would just walk up to him and say, Stone Cold, I'll meet you in the hotel.
Everything.
Everything you would do to him.
Everything.
Well, that's a great position to be in. I see what happened. The temptation put her on hold. Could he blindfold you and have you perform fellatio, for example?
Yes.
He could.
Anything. He should pose and play girl.
So, you know what we'll do? Let's go to a hotel. You'll be standing there. I'll blindfold her. And then I'll get the fellatio. And I'll get all the fun. Throw me a salad, man.
That'd be a good piece of business.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. One more call. Go ahead, Teresa. You're on with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hey, what's up, Howard? How you doing?
Hey, baby.
Morning.
Yeah.
You're so sexy.
Thank you.
Not as sexy as Steve.
Oh, well, I know that.
I just had to say it.
Yeah, I've looked in the mirror. He's sexier than I am. Pretty much every guy is. Although Liza Minnelli was looking at me kind of funny last night. Oh, yeah.
I don't want that.
You don't want to go there.
Like a he-she. Half man, half woman.
All right, what do you want to say to Stone Cold?
This is a boy?
No, this is a girl.
Oh.
Yeah, you sound a little masculine.
I just got up.
You're not on the juice, are you?
Speaking of juice,
Yeah.
you shouldn't do that, Howard.
No, I'm not going to do any juice. Don't worry about it. I'm past that
It's going to
point.
shrink your balls and your dick, and you don't need them anymore smaller than it already is.
You're full of good news, honey.
You're a lot of fun. Let's get the guy who lost his penis back on the phone. All right. Come on, Joe, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'd just like to say a couple of things. First of all these fans in this wrestling federation, they're all mental patients. They all should be locked up on alcohol. Put them there and blow them up. You, Stone Cold, are a homo.
What?
You're fake.
Stone Cold, what is this guy talking about?
Oh, it's always he's someone calling on the phone and talk like some kind of big shot. Little bastard wants to come outside on the sidewalk. I'll show him.
There you go. No, he's no fag.
I don't do the.
You would kick his ass.
Routine, but some punk like that, you bring him down.
Exactly. You would teach him a lesson.
Yeah, hey, click him.
I clicked him. All right. Listen, Stone Cold.
Precious time here.
That's right. There's very few minutes. Now, what is your schedule for the rest of? I understand you have to leave.
Running off to do.
You're not doing Regis and Kathy Lee, are you?
Next week.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Why don't you wrestle that broad to the ground and bang her around a little bit?
We're like here immediately. I'm just going to do another radio tour for the Nash Bridges and do some celebrity death match, another show for them. Then we go to UK pay-per-view in Manchester for a couple of days.
Oh, that's right. He sometimes comments on the celebrity death matches.
Yeah, so I got that going for me.
Oh, I see. So you got a whole bunch of things to take care of. All right. I wish you a lot of luck.
And we're wrestling Philadelphia tonight.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're a busy man.
What is that about? Is that all sold out already?
No, yeah, I think it is sold out.
Okay.
But if there happens to be one or two tickets left, hell, somebody go get them.
You're always a great guest when you come in here. Come again.
Having me.
Bad rug. And if I ever go on that show, I will pull his rug off. I will.
Well, you're guaranteeing that you're never going to get an invitation.
Right. Anybody had any balls, they'd pull his rug off, and that'd be the end of them. When did his problem with me start? Was it when his show first came on, I started bad-mouthing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it. So now he's on some sort of crusade. Like the OJ. He delivers his monologue in the same way he delivered against OJ. You know, he's trying to be like, what was that priest who used to come on Sundays on the radio years ago? Father. Remember that guy? And I think he actually outdrew Milton Berle. Remember he was like a big deal?
Yeah, what was his name? Father
Fulton Sheen. Bishop Fulton Sheen.
Yes.
It's like that kind of thing. For those of you, Jackie would remember because that was his youth.
That's a long time.
Bishop Fulton Sheen.
He was do you remember him? He looked like Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did. He looked like a skeleton.
So like Charles Grodin's like trying to like do like a little moral play every night, but evidently his show is so bad that they had to move it, and he doesn't get any ratings. And the only time that he ever gets mentioned anywhere is when he goofs on me, because I'll mention it, because I get caught up in it. And if I ignored it, he would go away even sooner. But you know me, I'm in for a good laugh.
You can't help yourself.
Right. So we catch Charles Grodin in mid-sentence here. Somebody, whoever taped this, caught it in mid-sentence, and he's talking about what a skunk I am.
And how you're supposed to be the most honest man on radio, but,
but I'm
these
not.
things are not in the movie.
Right.
Jokes like a Jewish man rapes the Virgin Mary. But this is the most honest man in America. He tells it like it is. And you will not see the hateful bashing of African Americans and gays and women.
Now, from what we know, Charles Grodin has never actually heard my show.
Yes.
His producer tells him what goes on the show, because his
And
producer...
it's questionable as to whether he listens.
Yeah. And then, like, Charles kind of tries to sound like he listened, but he starts quoting bits, but we don't even know what these bits are.
See that in the movie. And you won't hear about how one of his adversaries, a boss at some place he was working, that he wished that he'd be in a men's room and someone who had AIDS would come in and rape him and have sex with him and infect him with the AIDS virus. And then this man who got the AIDS virus, this boss of Howard Stern, would then bleed into his children's cereal so the children would get AIDS too. You don't really see that. Hear that in the movie of this
Well,
movie.
you idiot, I just wished it on him about 2 years ago. The movie only goes up to NBC, you dummy. You won't see that in the movie. Well, why don't you go see the movie and see what's in it? You see plenty in the movie.
It would be, it would be so much better if you could say, I went to see the movie.
Yeah.
And then, go into something like this. But he won't even do that.
Hey, by the way, thanks to Al Brumley in the Dallas News this morning, who said, Private Parts is one of the best films you'll ever see this year, by the way. Unlike Charles Grodin,
He thinks it's okay.
he thinks it's a pretty good movie. That would be Al Brumley.
Honest man in America who tells it like it is.
And then when you hear these long pauses,
Uh-huh.
he turns his head to the side in disgust.
Well, movie people, they want to make money, and they're going to deconstruct their story to make it most appealing for people, although it was pleasing to me, and I'm sure to millions of other people, to see that the movie, after a somewhat successful opening, started to fall.
You wish, Charles. $34 million in the bank already. Much more than you ever expected or made. Because no film that you ever were in, except for the dog movie. That's right, Ivan did a dog movie with Charles Groden. But the dog was the star. Everybody wants this movie to fail so badly, but the point is it hasn't failed. It's already made a lot of money. It's made more money than, I don't know, whose movie? Al Pacino and Clint Eastwood's new movie. So there. Maybe not as much as Liar Liar, but this is my first time out. And you're going to have to deal with it. I can get movies done. I can open movies. You dope. And it's only going to get better. Because once this movie keeps going around and people start digging it, I'm going to get a bigger audience to my next movie. You dingleberry. And you're going to have to deal with it. Now this is really killing guys like him. They don't know what to do.
Right, because at least they can say, well, he can't do movies.
Yeah. Now you can't even say that. Now I can do movies. I got a stack of scripts, Charles. The only reason you're doing TV
He
is...
doesn't have a stack.
No, he has a stack of nothing. I'm winning in his arena.
Down significantly in its second week.
Yeah, that's because it made so much money its first week, you nincompoop. It made 13 million in its second week. 15 million its first weekend, 13 million in the second week. Yeah, we were off 2 million. Sorry.
I would expect that of the movie industry, and I would expect that of Howard Stern, but I am really troubled that the governor of New Jersey, Christine Whitman, seeks the support of Howard Stern. Sod it.
No, she'll seek your sorry support and have no people voting for her. You dope.
Named a men's room after him. And if she knew about the man who was raped in the men's room, this sketch, this bit, this fantasy, contracted AIDS and then bleeds into his children's cereal. Does the governor...
I hope that... Does Charles Groden have any kids?
Yes, he has a little boy.
How old is
His
he?
son is like 8 years old or something.
Any chance that Charles Groden could contract AIDS and bleed into his family's food?
Charles Groden is 60-something years old and he has an 8-year-old son.
Yeah, I wonder what his family track record is. An 8-year-old son, he's
Yeah.
60-something years old. That's really
Something's
thinking.
wrong with that picture.
Yeah, I bet you his kid prays he gets AIDS. My dad's 60-something years old. You think his kid's seen him without his toupee?
I don't know. Okay, can you imagine
You
that?
realize the lie that Charles Groden is passing off to his son? His son thinks he's going to have hair when he gets older.
Well, he will. He'll hand it down.
Yeah. Do you think he'll give his son his wig? Leave it to him in his will?
Yes, here's son.
Son, I'm going to leave you with something. I'm not going to be buried with this.
My most prized possession.
Your money, Dad? No, not much of that. CNBC doesn't pay all that well. We're going to leave you my wig. How about one day, Charles Groden puts on his wig and he glues it to his head, and then when he takes his hair off, he accidentally rips his scalp, so his blood, and then somebody drips the AIDS virus into his head.
Oh.
Jersey know that when she names a men's room after Howard Stern? Does Arlen Specter know that when he kind of gets the FCC to, well, do we really want to censure? Do we really want to fine Howard Stern? And does George Pataki, the governor of...
Pataki? The guy's name's Pataki. Does George Pataki... What did Arlen Specter do? He believes in free speech?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a terrible thing.
Solicited the FCC to back off.
Does Arlen Specter really believe in free speech? Yeah, he does. What he's saying is it doesn't matter what you say. It's free speech, you dump.
You dump?
He's a dump. I was about to say something else.
Dump?
I had to switch gears. I can't even tell you what I wanted to say.
Mid-word.
It's very hard for me to be on the radio when I get worked up. It was going to be dumb and then the C word. So I went, you dump. You dump. It's hard to be creative when you want to curse. George Pataki.
York know that. He goes on the air with Howard Stern. Howard Stern, makes sexual observations about his wife.
Oh, my God.
Is it that important to get elected?
Yes.
You're going to be with this guy?
Yes.
Do they know that he wishes cancer on his critics? Doug Kiker, the late newsman.
Yes.
First, just put out there what the man was doing on the radio, and Howard Stern is wishing cancer on Doug Kiker. Doug Kiker did die.
Yeah, Howard's got powerful wishes.
So Doug Kiker died.
You killed Doug Kiker.
I killed Doug Kiker, according to Charles Groden. Yeah. It's true. I wished cancer on him, and he got cancer.
We've uncovered a murder.
Uh-oh. I might be up on charges. I hope Groden gets leprosy. And his fingers fall off one at a time. Imagine that happens.
He gets leprosy and his wig falls off.
He gets leprosy of the wig. Yeah, imagine that wig glue seeps into his brain and gives him leprosy. Charles Groden. Does he know? Does Charles Groden know that he could get wig cancer?
Well, Charles Groden, this most honest man in America. Do you know that he wears a wig?
Charles Groden, this most honest man in America. Do you know that he hasn't heard one of these bits on the radio that he's quoting right now? Does he tell you that?
Does he tell you that he has no hair?
Right. If this show sounds interesting, by the way, this Charles Groden show, it's only interesting when he talks about me. Trust me.
And I was really embarrassed recently as the media all flocked to interview Howard Stern, even going to the studio. The wonderful Katie Couric of the Today Show.
Wonderful.
She's in the studio. Oh, Howard. And she's so charming, and she's so wonderful. She's an excellent journalist. But what is she doing in Howard Stern's studio? Does she not know what he's doing? And the critics who praise the movie, and I didn't read the reviews, you read the quotes, but you see words like heartwarming, classy, a movie.
Isn't that terrible?
Why wouldn't he even read reviews?
He's a liar.
Does he do nothing?
No, he doesn't even prepare for his show. No show prep. You don't read the newspaper, you nitwit? I can't even read the reviews.
I haven't read the reviews.
Because I'm so goddamn jealous. Dude, deal with it. I'm a better actor than you. I'm funny. And millions of people love me, and I get ratings.
You're a star.
I'm a star.
Not.
You're not. You're nothing. You're a guy with a wig.
And the Larry Flint movie, the advocate of free speech, the great advocate of free speech, but he's not so free as to show in the movie the images of women being beaten, tortured,
Oh, so now I'm Larry Flint.
involved in bestiality and sexual
What's wrong with that?
slavery. You don't see that
There's
in the
pictures.
movie.
Well, yeah, if you show that in the movie, you get an NC-17, you idiot. No one will be able to see it. You won't see that. It's a movie about a guy's life. You're gonna
No
see
wonder
that.
Charles Groden doesn't make good movies. Nobody's going to back him.
I think he's mad because he wants to see that.
Nobody's
Will
gonna
they show you
back
that?
him to do these
Well, dude,
movies
why would
he
they
did.
show that to you? If you want to see it, go see it.
Oh, make that.
Make that. Why don't they show that? Why don't they show AIDS blood dripping into his kid's cereal?
Yeah, I mean, all they could ever show of you is you saying that.
Yeah.
They could never show you doing it.
Right.
You didn't actually do anything.
I think the Larry Flint movie should have shown some bestiality. I would have gone to see it.
See
You
Chester
wanted
the
to know what was
molester
happening in there.
Yeah.
who stalks girls. You don't see photos of dead, dismembered women. Tell it like it is.
Shucks.
I like
Tell it like it is, baby.
Who are the dead dismembered women?
I think it's all the women who've seen him without his wig on. You realize nobody's seen him without his wig?
No, you think his wife has seen him
Nope.
without his wig?
You know, Burt Reynolds used to sleep with his wig on.
I know, Lonnie Anderson and Burt Reynolds never saw each other without wigs and makeup.
There's something dangerous about that. Here comes Gary with something funny.
I just have to remind you, I know I told you this on the air before,
Yeah.
but I have to remind you of the
Baba
ritual
Booey.
that goes on at CNBC when
Baba
Charles
Booey.
goes in.
Yeah.
Charles walks in with a hat on,
Yeah.
right? Pulled really low.
Right.
Right.
So that means he's walking in without his wig.
Right.
Go ahead.
Then he goes into his dressing, to his makeup room. In the makeup room is another room behind that. Okay. So what happens is he goes into that room behind the makeup room.
Go ahead.
That door is shut.
Yeah.
And then
How much longer are they going to put up with this for a guy who gets no rating?
And then the makeup room door is shut.
Right.
And a guy stands in front of it. And 20 minutes later, Charles emerges with hair.
All right. No hat.
No hat.
So
Wow.
are
Oh,
we
you
saying
just-
that he runs around at home bald?
I don't know. I know that
Someone tells me that's like a meat locker full of wigs. It's like you know.
It's like he has a vault.
Who is this man? Why don't they show that? Why don't they show that? This man without hair. Why don't they show that? Because maybe you don't want to see
Why
it.
does he have to wear a hat?
But the premise is nobody that works.
Why does this most honest man wear a hat?
Nobody at CNBC is supposed to be aware of the fact that that's what's going on in there.
I think we should do a special. Like, you know how Geraldo opened up Al Capone's vault? We open up Charles Grodin's vault. And we see his wigs. And we say, who is this man?
Everybody who does the show should comment on his hair. Oh, your hair looks so nice.
Yeah, that'd be so great. Man, your hair looks great. Did you get a haircut?
You know, I just have to say this. I really love your hair.
Yeah.
Well, the other funny thing about it, Howard, is I can't remember what the reason was, but you put together some sort of a clip reel of some Groden stuff we were working on, and they were like, I think they were mentions of you, and there was like 10 of them on one tape, but they were all from different times and dates, so the color kept changing.
On the wig?
Yeah, like one night it was orange, and the next night it was dark
You should wear a
brown.
bozo wig. This guy's fascinating to me.
Yes, honestly is hate sells. Hate sells. That's telling it like it is. In the movies, you have to be likable, so we're going to leave all that out, and we will lie to you for money. These are biographical presentations. They're just not fictitious movies. They're supposed to be a presentation of Larry Flint and Howard Stern, but
Yeah, and I'd say mine is about as honest as it gets. My movie is honestly what I've done in my life. Lying bastard.
Lie for money. Why is this important?
For money.
But he's negating his own argument. He first says hate sells.
Right.
Then he says, but they take it out for the movie to make money.
But if hate sells, why wouldn't we leave it in the movie? And quite frankly, there's a lot of hateful stuff in the movie, if you want to call it hate. I did what I do. What's the beef? So he goes, yeah, lies, hate, but they took the hate out, but hate sells. He's like all over the place. Meanwhile, he's wearing a wig and he's calling everyone else a liar.
Yeah.
Promotes intolerance. It promotes hate. It promotes bigotry.
Hate doesn't sell. Because Charles,
the most intolerant person we've noticed today is you, Charles.
hate doesn't sell because here's my theory. Charles hates me. No one watches his show. So how does hate sell?
Just prove that one.
Yeah.
You're no good.
And I wonder, and I'll be talking with my guests tonight, Curtis Sliwa, Armstrong Williams, Ellen Ratner.
There's some people lighting the world on fire.
Yeah, who are these people?
Curtis Sliwa is the only one I know out of them all. Well, Armstrong Williams is that black guy, the black conservative, that black people are so thrilled with.
That doesn't ring any bells with me.
He's a radio guy. I heard him late at night one night. Accidentally tuned into the Armstrong Williams show.
Fell onto Armstrong.
But I'm not a big late night radio guy. But But Curtis, I know he's a filthy liar. That's the guy who every time he sees me in public, Howard, I love you, man. You're the best, man. You paved the way for everybody. I got no beef with you, man. Hey, would you accept our Guardian Angels Award? You've been such a fantastic supporter. Then he gets on there and bashes me. And I hear he sounds like a wrestler. What is it?
You're giving all these guys careers in a bunch of different ways. I heard that Curtis has a show on Saturdays that nobody would ever listen to, that he has nothing to say. So, of course, the entire radio show was devoted to you.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Well, what do I care? Let him talk about me. Get some more people to tune in.
But he'd have nothing to talk about if it weren't for you.
Of course.
What would he
He wouldn't even be on.
If it wasn't for me. He wouldn't have a radio show if it wasn't for me.
All radio hosts, are there rules? Are there rules? The FCC once fined Howard Stern $1.7 million, and they settled. They didn't call it a fine. They call it a voluntary contribution to the United States Treasury. Cut much of this material for a documentary on Howard Stern called Shut Up and Listen, which portrays the fans of Howard Stern, and you should see these people.
At least I got fans.
You should see these people.
The culture's gotten meaner.
Yeah.
Last night I was watching television and a comic bit on a home video. Comic home video. It's a couple of kids where
no one even knows what he's talking about.
See, now he's about to go off to some really weird thing.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with you, but you caused it.
I caused it, right.
Stayed up late. I don't know. They looked to be about 8, 9, 10 years old. They stayed up late. They watched the Texas Chainsaw, one of those kind of movies.
Oh, my God.
And
Horrible.
the parents came up, and the lights were on. The kids were fast asleep under the blankets. I think it was a sleepover, a boy and his friend. They're fast asleep, and the father thought it would be a fun idea to put on a mask and to go up there with a chainsaw. And in the morning, with this terrifying mask on, turn on the chainsaw.
Charles Groden's such a dope, he doesn't realize the whole family plans this so they can get on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Right.
They're dope.
And wake them with this noise and with this mask as the kids leap up. And everybody thought that was hilarious.
I think it's funny.
That's a riot.
Yeah.
I watched that movie, and the father comes in with a chainsaw and a mask on his face to wake the children. And the story recently on all the news magazines about the couple that encouraged their 2 young children to fight, blood, torture.
What? What's he talking about now?
I don't know.
What
He's
blood and
off on a
torture?
tangent.
What kid? What's he
I
talking about?
vaguely remember a couple of parents who were urging their kids to fight, but I don't even remember,
right. Oh.
Where this came from in this rap.
I need you to interpret for me. I saw that. I saw that on Oprah.
I don't think they use chainsaws.
Yeah. No, now because I thought he was talking about the chainsaw kid. And he's like, oh, the kids fought back against the chainsaws? I mean, I thought,
it would work in his rap if the kids kill dad or dad kill the kids.
yeah, he's getting himself in a snit. What a nut.
nothing.
He wants to be Bishop Fulton Sheen. He wants to be like, everything in our society is bad. And I'm the only man with a reasonable attitude toward all of this. Has everyone else got insane? I'm so smart. He's a dope.
It's funny because I'm listening to this and I saw this piece, and every time you hear those pauses, he's looking off.
He's grimacing.
He looks to the side, doesn't look at camera. He looks off like he has to turn away because it's so painful.
He's grimacing. Except he used the same face when he talked about OJ. So it's like, I mean, I'm as painful to him as OJ killing 2 people? Yeah. It's the same face. Like, does a ham sandwich cause him that much pain?
Tortured. Horrible. Tape was found by a
I think he's turning his head because his wig is on too tight and he's trying to loosen it. Like by getting the skin to pull a little bit.
One of those.
Yeah.
Trying to loosen it up a little bit.
I like to wear a toupee every day.
We'd have to ask Scott.
Right. He took his off at least.
He couldn't take it.
Right.
Prosecutor, they're standing trial now, but what is this? What is this? Are we getting meaner? Is it getting to be an uglier society?
I think so.
Absolutely it is. We're not moving in the right direction. Is it because of people like Howard Stern?
I'd say yes.
I think so.
Yep.
I think so that this stuff
you're out there turning the tide, Charles.
Well, why don't you go against me and turn the tide for good?
You're a broadcaster.
Right.
You have a forum.
Yeah, but nobody listens to him. This is what he's lamenting. I don't understand why they're not listening to me.
I tell the truth. I'm not a panderer of lies.
Who was it I saw on his show the other day that he was kissing ass? I don't see his show much anymore since they moved it.
Yeah, when they moved it, I stopped getting it myself. But he used to ask questions that were about a half hour long.
Yeah. How come he doesn't come out against Woody Allen?
Can't do that.
Can't
We
do
might
that.
put him in a movie.
Yeah.
Tolerated that this stuff is celebrated. That you have our major journalists going over and saying, Howard.
So upset.
So we'll be talking about.
He can't even talk.
Got some wig glue in my mouth.
Did you just see that? He just hard.
Today about the ugliness that's theoretically the First Amendment, but
theoretically,
do we have any rules? Can you do anything?
Theoretically, the First Amendment. It is either the First Amendment or it isn't. You dodo head.
What's the theory here?
Yeah.
Some people in Richmond, Virginia, got together and got him off the air in Richmond, Virginia. They went to the Advertiser, so that's free speech
not
too.
true.
They did not.
So I'll talk.
They bought the station. You dunce. You dope.
About this with my guests when we come back, and then later, quite fittingly, John Mack, a professor at Harvard, and Whitley Strieber, the well-known author of books about UFOs and aliens.
Yeah, there's something to be proud of.
Not going to attack those people.
No.
They're on solid ground.
Yeah.
In the trash.
What's wrong with us? Are we getting stupider?
So-called. Yeah. What's the matter? There's so much hate and stupidity in the world. I'll be talking about UFOs later in the show. And little green men.
Are aliens getting meaner?
Are aliens going to be infiltrated by Howard Stern too?
Is Howard Stern an alien?
I think so.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Listen to the breathing.
Ugh. Yeah, he must be disgusted with himself. Look at the show he has to do.
Yeah. I don't know. Something furry landed on my head.
It's a treble.
It's a hairball.
That's a treble.
I believe in aliens.
You know, I never believed in aliens till this thing landed on my head.
They got already taped. And we'll go to a break, and I'll be back, and we'll talk about the phenomenon of Howard Stern.
Phenomenon. It's a phenomena, you idiot. A phenomenon.
Or a phenomenon.
Yeah, not a phenomenon.
Phenomenon nuts.
The hate and the venom.
The hate.
That's going out on our airways.
So he sounds pretty hateful if you ask me.
He sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Available to children.
Again.
Available to children.
Available to children. Available to children. He's trying to be such a good actor. Problem is, he sounds like an actor. Because none of it sounds genuine.
It's not real. This is not real anger or real...
Because it's the same anger you use for OJ, the same anger it's just, there's no level of angry.
Yeah.
It's just one level of angry.
Everything is, he's this angry
It's the same shtick.
And I think it's kind of neat.
If you want my critique. I mean, get really worked up.
And what's happening to our culture as it gets meaner and uglier. I'll be right back.
Good. Imagine they put Charles Groden in the electric chair and his wig wouldn't burn. Everything else burned up, but the hair just stayed.
The wig sitting on the chair.
Yeah, the wig, what?
Just the wig is left sitting on the chair.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing left. Just that hair, that indestructible hair, that invulnerable hair. Like Superman.
Kryptonite 2 pie.
What kind of accent is that, Fred?
It's supposed to be Pittsburgh, but he's just so bizarre sounding.
I think you know what it is? It sounds like a guy trying to correct his accent.
I think he had a really bad accent before, so he became an actor.
Kryptonite to pie.
To pie. It's covered with AIDS. And your cereal.
Can you imagine he bled into his cereal with AIDS?
I wonder if he's going to go... Does he do that show every day?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's going to go on now and say that you have wished something horrible on him, that his wig...
He won't know.
His wig glue be infected with a disease.
Yeah, but he won't say that because that'll draw attention to his hair. So you could,
come on.
Yeah, I hope Charles Groden dies when his wig gets AIDS and seeps into his brain. See, he won't say that because he thinks nobody knows he wears a wig. He's the guys who wear wigs never think anybody knows. They can't tell. Oh.
See, that would be appropriate.
Right.
He says, now this guy has gone even further. He is wishing that my wig glue be infected with AIDS.
See, he won't say that.
What kind of a man is this?
Yeah. Here, Charles Groden. Here, I wish you would die when your wig glue seeps into your brain and causes cancer. Now, repeat that on your show tonight, because that's a terrible
that's
thing.
Not in the movie. You don't tell people what he doesn't put in the movie.
Yeah, tell people how evil I am. That I wish that your wig would get cancer. He won't do it, though.
See, this he can't repeat.
I had a horrible thing today. Howard Stern prayed that my wig would get cancer and infect me. He won't say that on the air.
Well, it's a challenge.
Let's see his producer tell him. I don't think his producer has the balls to tell him what I said today.
The producer won't even deliver the message, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's write it to him.
What did he talk about?
What did Howard Stern talk about today? Nothing. Did he say something offensive?
He was out sick.
No, he didn't say anything, Charles. No, he was on today, wasn't he? Oh, no.
Didn't he wish AIDS on some program director?
No, he did. Well, to be honest with you, I don't want to lie to you. He did wish AIDS on something.
What? What was it?
It was your toupee. I don't want a toupee.
Guess we'll be doing a show on UFOs.
Yeah.
Toupee.
Toupee.
I wear no toupee.
I have to go take my hat off in a closet, in the second closet at
My inner
CNBC.
sanctum.
I have a second closet at CNBC.
My inner toupee sanctum.
We should take out an ad for toupees on his show.
Oh, you know what we have to do?
What?
We have to take out an ad wishing this on him.
I know.
In one of those trade papers.
We wanted to say we wish Charles Groden's hair would recover from AIDS. How come none of our listeners have called his show and talked about his wig?
Does he take phone calls? I don't think he does.
All right. He should.
He's afraid.
He's afraid he'll bring up his wig.
We should offer a reward.
Yeah.
A
For what?
reward for a picture of him without his wig on.
No, I'm afraid what would happen. I'm not going to go that far.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I'll back
But
off
let's
that.
send him a letter. You know, Charles, we understand that you're very interested in the kinds of things I do on my radio show.
Yeah.
I just like to keep you informed.
Okay, Gary, come in and take a letter.
Oh.
Gary.
Baba Booey.
Come here. Jackie, you can write, can you?
Baba Booey.
Here he comes. Oh, good. Here he is with his steno pen. I don't know why I asked him to take a letter. He can't even write.
I know, he never gets it right, and it takes us forever to get him to write it down.
Send the following FedEx.
Kathy does shorthand, but I can.
She does?
Yes.
Where is she?
Kathy, come in here. Take shorthand, please.
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
She's very good.
I want to send FedEx. Dear Mr. Groden, it has come to my attention that you enjoy talking about my program on your stupid show. So I have begun. I am now sending you daily updates.
I don't think you're getting a full account of what I do.
So here is a daily update. Today I did something really horrible. Again, I wish cancer on someone. I wish cancer on your toupee. Please announce this on your show tonight because I have done a horrible thing.
Once again, I left this out of my movie.
Right, and I left this out of the movie. This is from a so-called honest man. So, in all honesty, your friend Howard.
Okay.
All right. And tomorrow I might as well give you to write this. P.S. I might as well give you the rest of the week's topics. All right. On what's today?
Today is Tuesday.
Right. On Wednesday we'll be discussing your wig. On Thursday we'll discuss the disease in your wig. And on Friday how stupid your wig looks. PPS. I will be refilming the end of my movie to include this activity. Thank you.
Because I am an honest man.
Right.
All done.
Yes.
Baba Booey.
PPPS, you
Stop.
dumb prick. Yeah. How's your 8-year-old?
Have another show on me real soon.
Yeah, do another show about the wig and about me wishing cancer on your wig. You.
I would love to do your show, but you'll have to promise me that you will not wear your wig.
Right. Because I can't. I'm allergic to horsehair.
You send him.
What?
Send him one of those caps with the wig.
Hey, you're one of your hats with the hair
Yeah,
attached
Howard
to it.
Stern hat. We have these Howard Stern hats with hair attached
Yeah.
to it. All right.
You know what? Maybe E could take his picture and superimpose that Howard Stern wig on it.
Yeah. Okay, they all can't be great ideas.
That was a great
Well,
one.
sometimes
That
you
was a keeper.
Yeah, that's where the car
Keep it
crash
to
is.
it. That's funny.
If you don't use it, I'll sell it to Rodney.
I still owe him $2,000.
You killed for 4.5 hours on the
All right, you tried your best, joke man.
There you go.
But your best won't do. All right. Anyway, where were we?
We
Send
were in
that
the
out.
news. Yeah, make
Read
sure
that back to me.
goes.
Do you really have it?
And make it certified so we make sure.
Yeah, we want to make sure he gets it.
Dear Mr. Groden, it has come to my attention that you enjoy talking about me on your stupid show. I don't think you realize what I do every day, so here's a daily update. Today, I wished cancer on your toupee. Please announce this on your show. I've also done another horrible thing. I left this out of the movie. In all honesty, yours truly, Howard Stern. P.S. By the way, here's the rest of the week's agenda. Wednesday, we'll be talking about your wig. Thursday, we'll be talking about the disease in your wig. And Friday, we'll be talking about how stupid your wig looks. PPS, I'll be refilming the end of my movie to include all of these. PPPS, you dumb prick.
Right. Nice. I can't believe you got all that.
I can't either.
And CC the following people. His producer, all his interns, his advertisers, his neighbors, and his deli guy. Thank you.
Tag it up in the neighborhood.
Yeah, tag it up everywhere.
You know what we should do? We
And send
should
a
do
copy to Cy Sperling, please.
Wanted
Immediately.
posters
Right.
on the toupee.
Yeah. Wanted. Missing. Put 4 legs on that thing, it'll be a dog.
It's a shih tzu on my head.
That's a shih tzu.
Let's move along.
We should put his hair on a milk carton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Missing.
Have you seen?
Have you seen this?
Answers to the name of Fluffy.
Missing hair. Yeah, we'll steal his hair and put it on a milk carton.
There you go.
Imagine.
Be on America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
We're looking.
We're looking for Charles Groden's hair.
If you've seen it, please contact Charles Groden.
If somebody stole his hair, would he go to the police and report it? I don't think so.
No,
The missing hair report.
How could he do that?
It's not my hair. It's anonymous.
I'm just curious.
Ha. Ha. I can't believe what I heard today on the show. Howard Stern wished cancer on somebody's toupee. I won't say whose. At this point, who can look at him and not laugh? All right.
Camera operator shaking.
Anyway, go ahead. You were doing the news.
Everybody on the set should be wearing a toupee.
Right.
What are you guys laughing at?
They should all come in toupees.
Well, toupee.
I must be funny.